I think we're live. We're live. My mic's live. Their camera's live. But the mic is... See, what's funny is I make sure that your mic is turned off. And every time we go live, everybody goes... I was like, no. It's fine. I'll just mute you. No, I just... quiet on the set. This is not even a set. It's my dining room. But thank you if you're watching. If you're not, you don't know what I'm saying, and you should be. All right. We always want to go through our sponsors and make sure and listen to the music that's playing in the background. That's by my buddy up in the Northwest. He plays some of this stuff and lets us use it, so it's kind of nice. But let's go over our sponsors. Pretty exciting for me on the back end. We've got the Arc Knight, of course. We're going to be using some flat plastic minis tonight. Part of Arc Knight. Plus, we have digital downloads if we get to certain followers and all that kind of stuff, and then we decide to maybe give some of it away. I mean, we usually do at the 25 mark, but some people just don't respond. I was like, you send out little messages, and they just, okay, then we'll give 4 more to the next person, which is totally cool. Ambient Realms. You'll hear some of the stuff from Ambient Realms tonight, because we are doing a D&D 5th edition campaign, which is so cool because Ambient Realms really loves that kind of stuff. They've written a lot of stuff for 5th edition. So I'm going to do my best to push buttons at the right time. I'm going to screw it up. So check them out, ambientrealms.com. Make sure and check them out because they do a lot of stuff for Huntington's Disease Society of America and Autism Speaks. They've raised a lot of money for those 2 causes. Our newest sponsor, which is making sure that yours truly, Time Tabletop Scooter, gets to go to TwitchCon this year. What? So On The Go Tax Service, make sure and go to onthegotaxservice.net. It's a contact splash page. Hit them up. They've been doing taxes for a very long time. They do actually a lot of my stuff for Time Tabletop since I don't know what I'm doing. So hopefully it's being done right. No, they're great. They really make sure that I've got, stuff filled out at the right time and that I'm paying the IRS too much money, like always. So make sure and check them out. onthegotaxservice.net. Also, I'm working on the collections and playlists on Twitch and YouTube to make sure that everybody has their own little section and we're up to date. And we have a new hashtag, couple new hashtags that we're trying to use. One is hashtag After Dark, which means anything goes within the law. So you'll hear cussing, some adult entertainment, stuff that adult entertainment. Hold on. We shouldn't say that. After Dark, it's for mature audiences, so we can say the F word, we can talk about stuff that's a little bit more adult. I'm going to start doing some stuff hashtag family friendly, because we do have a lot of people in this community that we're doing a lot of classes for that want to check out our content. So take a look at the hashtag family friendly stuff. You'll see more board games. I just ordered like 3 new demos of some games. They should be here tomorrow. So we might have some Zombicide Black Plague might be dropped on the table. Some pretty cool stuff that my distributor has sent to us. So make sure and check that out. This week, now we're down to the schedule. This week, Friday, Off the Dice drops with our special guest, Sean Hauer, who used to be on our show Infinity Tower for over a year. He's kind of back and doing his thing. He's got a lot of stuff to say. Plus, he has stuff on the DM's Guild. So we sat down with him and chatted it up. But if you can't wait till Friday to hear a really funny podcast, the last 2 weeks was Brianna. She was on our podcast for the last 2 weeks. So she was on there. We had a nice episode with Brianna and a bonus episode. So make sure and check out the last 2 weeks. We've got a lot of content on there. Saturday, 6 p.m. Pacific time, we are broadcasting Total Fiasco. We run through some crazy Fiasco RPG, which nobody knows what the hell is going to happen. We've been doing that pretty regularly on Saturdays at 6 p.m. broadcast out of Cat Studios. So it's not even over here, but it is still Time to Tabletop, which is pretty freaking amazing. And next week, no broadcast from my studio, from Scooter Studios, but we will still have Total Fiasco next Saturday at 6 p.m. I'm going to try and catch up on those collections and playlists. Plus, we've got some scheduling things, and we're on a break on our Tuesday show. It's between arcs. So next week, no broadcast during the week, but check in on Saturday, 6 p.m. It gets a little silly over there, which is totally awesome. It's really fun to watch. I tuned in last week. It was my favorite one thus far. So one more announcement later this month. We just announced today, we are back at New Glory, the Taproom Brewery here in Sacramento, down off of Power Inn. If you're in Sacramento, we're down there on October 21st. We're doing Draft with a Draft. So you can get 3 booster packs from the latest Guilds of Ravnica. You get the 3 booster packs from Magic the Gathering Guilds of Ravnica, and plus you get a beer included for $15. So for $15, you can come down there. We have limited seats. I think we only have like 28 left. We sold a few today and just got announced. So make sure and check that out. If you're in the area, please come down, hang out with us. It's not about making money. It's about playing and drinking beer. I mean, that's pretty much what it's about. So without all, that was a lot of announcements. And I know there's been a lot going on behind the scenes here. And I could announce probably 100 more things. I know Brana could probably tell us a bunch of them because she's part of some of these whirlwinds that we're doing. But we want to play some damn games. For God's sake, Scooter, shut up and let them play some games. So, but I do have to get those shout outs out. So I'm going to give their mic to be hot there. Ooh, now their names are popped up. Your mic is hot, sir. And well, everybody's is.
Hello.
So enjoy it.
Hello.
Hey. Hello.
Hi, everybody. We had a bit of a hiatus, but we're back with the start of Chapter 2, which is called Reaction. Chapter 1 was called The Awakening, and just to catch people up a little bit, we started with our characters having been contacted sometime in the past by a mysterious Nebushi gentleman named Artemis Neelor, who wanted them to gather together in the capital city of Essalon within Coralaire. Coralaire is a country of all humans that is surrounded by a large rift out of which periodically monsters come, particularly every 30 years or so, keeping the population rather low and life rather difficult for the poor folks in Coralaire. Well, when the players gathered, or characters gathered when they were supposed to, they discovered that Artemis was missing, and they instead met with his daughter Kadula, who asked for their help in locating Artemis. She also produced a list that Artemis had left in her care, supposedly of a group of people called the Scions, although she didn't know exactly what that meant, and it included all the people in the party, at least the original party, as well as a few other people with a few notes and such. So the group decided to undertake this request and headed to the sort of outpost city of Phantom, where Artem supposedly had headed off, made contact with another person who, Lord Jamez, who supposedly was a compatriot and friend of Artem's, eventually found a trail sort of into the wilderness where they deduced that Artemis had probably been kidnapped by a group of elves, which made no sense because as far as this world knew, elves were creatures of folklore. Eventually, the party discovered in the mountains a kind of secret base centered around some sort of archaeological dig, staffed by elves. That's weird. They eventually rescued Artemis. He explained that, he explained quite a few things. One, that Coralaire was sort of almost like a giant prison or reservation for humans controlled by all the other non-human races, elves, dwarves, halflings, where they kind of stuck humans after a bad incident thousands of years ago, when the humans were sort of running things and got out of control. They also discovered that the 4 members of the party at the time, the Scions, were actually the result of a several millennia breeding program to bring back the ability to build and utilize something called the roads, which are sort of interdimensional pathways that connect long distances in relatively short amounts of time. And the people who are in charge of keeping Coralaire under check are called the Wardens, by the way. And unfortunately, they also found out there are people within Coralaire, humans, who know about this, but decide to collaborate with the Wardens in exchange for power and money and such. And they are known as the Brotherhood of the Bloody Rose, the idea being that a few drops of blood must be shed to, just to keep humanity safe in their mind. So, Artems is part of a group called the Kulhanjin, or the Keepers of the Flame being humanity. They're dedicated to keeping and restoring humanity's place. The people who had this power to create these interdimensional pathways are known as the Builders. So the people in the party, the original party, are descendants of the Builders, in a way. So the party, along with Artems, managed to escape from the elf base, but did so in a rather unusual way. Artems opened basically an entrance into a dimension that the characters weren't even aware about, called the Other, which apparently exists next to our world, but it mirrors our world in certain ways, but is also kind of different. For those who are into traditional D&D lore, it is not an astral or ethereal plane. It's something else entirely unique to this campaign. And so they traveled through the Other to get away and eventually emerged in southernmost Coralaire in a desert area called the Sard Heat. Now, we are going to retcon a little bit because we lost a member of our little party here due to Maynard moving to LA. So we're going to retcon that his character, Porter, right before everybody, right when everybody crossed out of the Other back into our world, at the last minute, Porter said, "You know what? I can't handle this. I don't know what's going on. I got to figure it out on my own." And actually jumped back into the Other as the portal was closing. So we don't know what has become of him. So leaving...
So on brand.
leaving Shaya, Mara, Ox with Artems in this desert area known as the Sard Heat. And that is where we're going to pick up, with the knowledge that Coralaire is basically a large prison that most people have no idea, and that's why thousands of years go by, but technology and civilization remains stagnant, because anytime humans get too advanced, the Wardens come in and sneakily put an end to it. So, that's where we are today. And just on full disclosure, part of the adventure today that I'm doing is derived under the Open Common license by an adventure done by a guy named Eric Harshberger in the 2013 Compendium one-page Dungeons, and it's completely used with permission. So, but I want to give credit to Mr. Harshberger because it's a pretty cool thing, and I've adopted it. So, all right, so that's where we are right now, and then we'll work in our new player along the way. So, you guys find yourself, you've kind of had a chance to process this a little bit. Artems has gone over it as much as you want. And you're in the Sard Heat, which is very, the southernmost tip of Coralaire, right on the rift in a desert. There are some ruins around you realize, because when you arrived, it was nighttime, but as day comes up, you realize You're amidst some ruins of some sort of structure, probably some sort of castle or keep. Everything's been kind of worn down to smooth stone, with the exception of something odd catches your eye. There appears to be, in the middle of these ruins, a perfectly intact doorway, which strikes you as odd. It's about 8 feet tall and 4 feet wide. The door frame and door are made of what appears to be a bleached, near white wood, fitted together with complex joinery and inlaid with a bluish white metal. The hinges look to be polished brass. There's a brass and mahogany doorknob inlaid with a 6-faceted crystal at the front of the knob, and underneath the knob is a keyhole for an intricate key. So amidst all these ruins is this perfectly intact doorway.
And I mean, like, we can just, like, walk around
Yep, and see the back of the door.
Cool. Shalia still not into it, so he's probably going to be like, cool door.
Artemis looks at it and
Whole time.
he says, this looks like builder technology. It could be that we wound up here by traveling through the other because the roads also use the other, so that could be why I was drawn here as a place for us emerging. I wonder if this door leads to one of the roads. Could cut our travel time significantly back to the capital city.
Are you telling us you didn't know where we were going?
Well, it's really complicated when you go through the other. It's hard to exactly know because you could go 1 foot in the other and travel 2 miles or 5 miles or 100 miles in our world or vice versa. So things don't line up exactly. It's not an exact science.
I mean, if you don't like it, we can always send you back to the elves and you can take that whole army.
No. Porter got that.
Okay.
Well, we could go through the door.
Oh, I'll knock first.
Oh.
I think Shalia just goes to the side and is like, we went through the door. We did it, guys.
You're gonna knock on the door?
I'm gonna knock on the door.
All right. It's very solid, but you don't hear anything. In fact, you don't really hear the sound of your knock transmitted through the wood coming out through the other side.
Mm.
So.
Can I open the door?
Well, unfortunately, you go to turn the knob and it's locked. So.
I like kind of resignedly grab my. I think I have a fork that opens things.
A chime of opening?
Yes.
Okay.
Except yes.
Okay.
And I have it written down somewhere. But yeah, so I think I'm just gonna tap on it.
So when you tap on it, you notice that the knob can now be turned, and you notice as you turn the knob, the crystal facet that is on the top lights up and glows. And I'll tell you, there's 6 of them. One glows red, one glows blue, one seems to be like a swirling colors, one is green, one is black, and one is just glowing white. So you can push the door open when you want. Well, pull it open. It opens out. Whenever that color is on top, so you have to decide when you want to open it.
Oh, what color stone? Oh.
So there's red, blue, swirling colors. I feel like I'm doing a game show.
Yeah.
Green, black, and white.
Pick your poison.
So pick your color.
Wait. Do I get to choose which one?
Right. So when you have the knob, you can turn the knob, and it'll change which color's on top, and then you can open the door, so you can decide what's on top when you open it.
Swirling colors is the one that Shalia votes for.
Yeah, let's go swirling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go
Pick 'em all.
So when you open the door, you see within the doorway just basically a shimmering wall of like swirling color and mist that you can't really see beyond. Like the mist gets so thick after like 1 foot, and there's just color swirling energy and different lights and things are forming and unforming, and it's very odd looking.
Can we close the door and try a different color?
Yes.
Sure.
Before that,
Alright.
though, I'm like standing behind Shelly. I'm kind of like
Pushing.
nudging.
No. Okay.
Let's test
Do
it
you do
out.
that thing when somebody's on a tall building, like you hold their shoulders and push, but you hold them?
No. Because she's
Charlie,
like,
close the door.
remember when we walked into the door and we were stuck in the room for like
Alright.
15 hours?
We got a lot of food there.
We wasted 15 hours.
Okay, so you close the door?
Yes, we
Yes.
do.
All right.
I take a vote. Can we just cycle through all of them?
Okay.
Yeah. Is that?
So go from
The
first.
door has relocked, though.
Oh,
When you close it. How many times can you use that chime?
Once.
Once.
Well,
You could try picking the lock if you want.
I do not think that was Shalia's first go-to, so he doesn't have the fork and he's like, sorry guys, I'm out. I did what I could.
Fork you, I'm done.
Pretty much.
I'll use my useful knife and
Okay.
try to open the door.
Okay. Roll a d20 for me.
Oh, it's the what do you call it? One of the
Yeah.
things. Okay, we got it. All right. I got 3.
You got a 3. Okay. You're able to pick the lock, but you it's like you're gonna have to like hold it while you open the door, so you don't know what color it's gonna land on if you try to open it. Do you still open it?
Well, I feel lucky. Yeah.
Okay.
I still open it.
Yeah.
Let's do
Sure.
it.
Sure.
It unlocks, right?
It's fine.
It wants to be open.
Yeah, I'm gonna check my character sheet.
Okay.
Let's go in for it.
So this time you open it and you basically are looking at almost as if you were standing in front of a window at an aquarium. You're looking into a wall of water. You can see fish and sea creatures beyond.
Unleash the Kraken.
There's a shark.
Before we close the door, Shalia's like, does anyone else have a way to get the door open if we close this again? I blew my chance. We're out.
Can try lockpicking. Don't know how.
Yeah,
to
anybody
do
can
it.
try
Let me
it.
try something. Mara, hold my hand.
Oh, okay.
And then, like, we're chained, and I kind of, and
Okay.
Ox kind of just sticks his hand in.
All right.
And,
If you are sticking your hand into water, feels like lukewarm ocean water.
Okay, pull it out. Who's good at swimming here?
No.
Are we closing the door?
I would say close the door.
Yeah.
All right.
let's
Close
try a
the door.
different
Last one.
How about, like, how long can you hold your breath?
Not long enough to find you.
Not in the ocean.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
you can try again with your, or somebody else can try with the lockpick if you want. With a lockpick if you want.
So I shut the door sadly.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try to lock pick.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a.
Sure. What? I don't even know what that would be. Sleight of hand.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a 19.
Okay.
Oh,
You're actually able to open it and choose which color you want.
What colors were there again?
There's
Okay, so-
red,
Uh-huh.
blue, swirling, which you already opened. You opened blue and swirling, green, black, and white.
Black. Shalia, executive decision.
All right. So
Okay.
you open the door and you basically you can't even understand what you're seeing exactly because it's just a wall of black or nothing. You know they invented that new Vanta Black thing where you can't even see whether there's something beyond. It's like that. It's just a wall of black.
Shalia,
Shall we go on the train?
I
and go
think
in?
this one.
I stick my head into the door.
Ooh.
No, just go
straight
straight
in.
down.
You stick
The
your
stick.
head into the door. Okay.
Yep.
Is it all
Throw a
like
rock.
darkness? or-
As you stick your head into the door, you feel your life force being sucked out of you.
Pull me out, pull me out. Like they just hear my head like waving.
Okay. We just.
You have lost 3 points of stamina permanently, or constitution permanently.
Oh my god!
That always happens. I always lose
I know, Jesus!
Alright.
I'm sorry.
He comes out and he's like, he looks weaker.
Osteoporosis again, my dude. Shit.
just felt your life force being drained out of you. Did you have any? You didn't have any magic items on your head, did you?
On my head? No.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All
Oh
right.
my god.
Oh.
Okay, shut that
so we
door,
close the
dang.
All right.
Okay. Maybe black wasn't the choice.
Okay,
Okay.
try again. Open the white one. Maybe that has.
Roll a d20.
Okay.
Because you're a magical guy, so this you might have a sense of what happened here.
12.
That's 12's probably. You have a good feeling you just have made contact with like the negative energy plane.
Oh.
Oh.
So, yeah, black is very, very bad. Felt a very heavy aura of negativity. Like something just got sucked out of me. And how do I look?
Yep, the other bones.
Beautiful.
What happened to your bones? You're
Hair's a
bending.
little whiter.
Okay.
Not the white ones.
Right, like, oh god.
Reverse
Yeah.
So can I try lockpicking again?
Sure.
And try it again. A 16.
All right. What one would you like?
Oh, let's go green.
Green. Okay.
Nice.
So this time you open it and you see what appears to be a dense jungle in front of you. But it's hard to see that far because the air looks like it's kind of like a greenish mist. Where's your phone?
It has my notes for my,
Oh,
for my
okay.
character. Yeah, that's why I was on there.
Okay,
I don't know
just
why it
checking.
didn't print. Yeah.
All right. So you see like a greenish mist beyond, and it's a jungle, and you can actually hear sounds
This
coming
one
through
sounds like
jungle
a secret.
sounds.
Okay, Shalia bites the bullet on this one and pokes his head in.
Okay. You poke your head in, and it feels like warm and humid, and you're like looking around, and you can actually see some. You think you see a lizard, and then all of a sudden it feels like the skin of your face is starting to itch. It's on fire.
Pull it back.
Okay. And you notice the green mist is still kind of stuck on your face, and it
Great.
is starting to burn your face.
Nice.
Um,
I love it. I know, right?
Does anybody do anything?
I'm gonna grab like a cloth and try and like wipe it off.
Okay.
I'm definitely not gonna touch it with my hands.
You take 3 points of damage, and your face is going to be blistered and like a really bad sunburn for a while.
That's fine. Just gonna pull my hood up.
Actually, a lot of the cloth that was exposed to is dissolved. Like the cloth that you wiped it with, like it sucked it up and then eventually dissolved.
Gross. Okay,
Nice.
got a hole in my cloak. Nice. Okay. Artems. Choice. We're dying here. This is bad.
Some of us literally dying.
Okay,
Yes.
let me take a look at here. And he starts fuddling. He's got that big black bag he carries around. He like opens it up and he's like fishing around, and he takes out what almost looks like a corkscrew, and he like sticks it in the thing, and he's all right. He goes, "What color do you want?"
White.
White. All right.
Who knows?
So
Sure.
this time, when you open it, you see a kind of a shimmering, like a shimmering gateway that you can see through. It's translucent, but it's shimmering. And beyond it, it looks like there's maybe a cave. But in the doorway, you see a person dressed in armor with a sword who seems to be just kind of stuck.
Mara, you put your head in.
Oh, can I grab
It's
a
your turn
stick?
now.
And
The stick doesn't have constitution. It can't tell us if we're going to die.
Can I stick my hand through the doorway?
yes.
Yes.
Are you gonna stick it through the doorway, or are you gonna stick it through the doorway to hit the person who's stuck?
Let's hit the person.
Okay. So when you hit the person, you feel them, and it feels like you can push them forward if you wanted to.
Let's push them forward.
Okay. So you keep pushing them forward. They keep moving forward, but they're not moving on their own though. It's like almost like a giant action figure that you're kind of pushing through a field of some sort.
Should we just keep pushing him forward and go through?
Does your hand feel okay?
Maybe
Well, actually, you notice that as you push your hand through, you can't pull it back.
Oh.
It only wants to go forward.
Yes, I'm going forward, guys.
No.
You don't need that
We're
hand.
not doing that.
But I use a bow.
You can't.
It's like literally just like.
Yeah, it's only moving one way.
All right.
Sucking your hand.
Well,
Wow.
Okay.
thanks, Mara.
You don't.
Alright,
You don't
So you
feel
find
like
your
your hand is suffering or anything.
Yeah, this won't come out.
But can you like move it on the other side again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 You can't move it backwards though. It can only go
Go
forwards.
forward. But I still have like mobility. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to step forward. Let's go all the way.
All right. So you go forward. Are you going to try to push the person in front of you?
Yes.
Okay. Let's cut. So, Core, you had been asked by the Color Gene to do a little expedition to the Sard Heat to possibly find a lost access point to the roads. And you had been given this assignment by a much then younger Artemis. And you traveled down to the Sard Heat, and you eventually found the ruins of what might have once been some sort of keep or structure. Oddly, there was a door remaining, and eventually you, after a little trial and error, you found what seemed to be a portal into another world, but when you tried to go through it, that's when things just stopped, as far as you know. The next thing you remember is all of a sudden you find yourself on some damp sand in a cave, and at the cave is maybe 40 by 30. At the far end of the cave you can see an opening, you can smell ocean water, you can see sunlight, and standing next to you is a human female dressed in typically ranger type garb. But for you, it's like you don't remember any time passing between getting stuck in that. And you see a man dressed in chainmail, a warrior of some sort. The rest of you see two figures on the other side of the doorway on the wet sand.
Are you okay, Mara?
You don't hear anything. You can look through and see Shaya talking, but you can't hear anything.
Can I try to go back through the doorway?
Nothing happens. You can't even like push against it.
Alright. Well, I look at Ox, I'm like, okay. Walk through very gingerly.
Okay.
Alright.
So you walk through and you find yourself in this cave.
I make sure that I bring all my stuff with me.
I assume so.
Okay, cool. I was like, hold on, guys, I'm gonna go pack up camp and just fucking go.
Artemis,
Whatever you left, I'm taking.
Artemis goes, I have a bad feeling about this. I might need some assistance. And he goes through and he gets stuck,
Halfway through?
Like
or-
halfway?
like the other person did.
Can we push him back?
Well, there's still somebody on the outside.
Yeah, but can I pull him back or not?
No, you'd have to.
Push him forward.
Push him forward. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and for me on my side, I would probably be pulling my sword out. When I got here, it was just me. And now there's somebody standing next to me, and more people are now funneling through around me.
Well, you see somebody coming through the doorway, and you're confused because it looks a lot like Artemis, but a much older Artemis.
Artem's dad.
Artem Senior.
Alright, I go behind Artemis and just give him a hard
All right,
shove.
he comes tumbling out, and he like gets up and he brushes the sand off and he adjusts his glasses. He goes, "Core."
Oh,
That's-
I hop in like right after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. And who are all of you?
Core. What happened?
I'm still waiting for who are all of you.
Well, I'm Ox, that's Mara, and that's Shalia.
Thank you.
Because how long have you been here?
I just got here.
It's been 20 years, Core.
Not been that long.
It has. It's been 20 years since I sent you on the mission. You've been. I think you've been.
Artemis?
Yeah, it's It's me. I think you've been stuck here for 20 years. I'm so sorry.
How did you
I
eat?
had no idea that might happen.
Neither did I.
I have so much to tell you about your family.
I found a door.
And as you say that, you notice the door goes and fades away.
I lost the door.
And you're in a sea cave. Let me draw Mr. Sea Cave.
All in favor of retconning this and going back to the blue door.
I think we're too late for that now.
Damn.
We should have just gone through the shimmering one.
Damn it.
Let's see, I have many questions, but let's figure out where we are now.
I think I don't know.
Well,
Shelley's
so
like,
Well, so far the only one who's has had answers is this guy.
That
Point to Artemis.
that was always the case.
All right, so this is core. This is... Where'd Mara go?
I say that. I don't think Artemis has
Alright.
told me what happened with my dad yet.
This is... Who is this?
That's
That's
me.
Shaw, yeah. We need a figure for you. I picked one just as a placeholder, but I can't find what I do with it. So just give me something to use for you.
I'm gonna use one of the rats.
No, he's a rat.
All of these are monsters. Okay.
Thank you.
Oops, sorry, you're a centurion now.
Right.
So you two are in the front.
Have a pole arm.
Oh, I need something for Artemis too.
Can he be the rat?
No, something nebbishy though would be good.
Never let me use a rat as a human.
One rat.
Sorry. I know. God.
Oh yeah, Artemis, because he's
Well, let
got
me
the
be
big
the-
giant mace.
It's fine.
That's his big black bag. It's a
Right,
thimble.
it's fine.
All right.
Bag of holding. He knows what's up.
So you guys are kind of talking, and you hear some scuttling, and you see two giant crabs come out of this side tunnel with intent to make you some crab food. Now this is an opening to a beach area, and there's some water beyond the beach.
Is it like inside or outside? Can we tell?
No, this is outside. You're
Okay,
in this
cool.
cave, which is lit by the light
They were
coming
much
in.
smaller 20 years ago.
What's that?
So they're much smaller 20 years ago.
Yeah, they grew. Let's roll some initiative.
Oh,
They're not your pet crabs, right? We're not going to
Yeah.
kill them.
of course, crabs.
Oh,
Starting strong with the damn.
We got a 1.
We super blew it. I got a 3.
I got an 8.
A 4.
Wow.
3, so it's 7
Oh
total.
no, I got a 4 total. Rolling in it.
Got a
Hawks, it's the Constitution.
Crab's got a 15.
Yep, crabs go first.
All right, so one crab comes over to try to attack Core, and one crab comes over to try to get Mara. Now these crabs
Are rude?
Angry.
Yeah.
feisty.
Since
Incredibly
the
mean.
crab can breathe
Friendly,
air and
carrying
water, I
gold,
think that's a
want to hand
given.
it to us.
Yes. Just wants to
All right,
welcome
so-
us to the kingdom.
What's your AC Core? I think it's 18.
18.
So the crab tries to grab you, but its claw kind of slips off your chainmail. It can't quite get a grip on you. And this one tries to get Mara, what's your AC?
15.
Yeah, it rolled a 22.
So close too.
Yeah,
Oh
definitely.
man, narrowly hit.
It grabs you, and it does 7 points of damage.
Holy
You just explode.
moly.
It's one angry crab.
And you're grabbed in the claw.
Stuff there.
So the first thing on your turn you'll need to do is try to escape.
How big are these claws?
They're huge. Look,
They're big.
giant crab.
Man-sized
I
crabs.
super hate that.
Remember you went to Joe's Crab Shack?
Yes.
Nothing like that.
Damn.
It's that. But
You're
much
in the
larger.
little basket.
No.
Okay.
No. The crabs are eating people.
All right, you guys.
This is crab's Joe Shack. Shit.
Who is up first?
My total is 7.
I think
but-
you're next.
Me? Okay, yeah.
With your feet.
Let's try to escape.
Okay, you need to beat an 11, so add your dex
Do
bonus.
some wiggling.
11.
All right, so you
Hey, nice.
you wriggle out of the claw, and you can attack if you want.
Ooh, yes. I want to attack.
Okay.
I want to attack it with my dagger. I want to stab it.
All right, go ahead and roll. Its AC
Destroy it.
is 15.
Oh. That was hard. I got to 1.
You got a 1. All right, so you're still trying to get your feet, and you the sand's a little wet, and you go with your dagger, and your footing's a bit off, so you miss. All right, who's next?
Court.
I guess I'm already kind of standing close. Am I close enough to kind of put myself in a position to be between the 2 crabs and Mara? To kind of...
Go here.
Yeah, just to, in essence, kind of defend, like, protect her in a way that I can...
No, not exactly really defense, but
I'll just strike the one in front of me.
all right, go for it.
Okay, yeah, 23.
23. Wow. Okay, well that's definitely a hit.
What? Recount.
Plus 5, so 8 points.
Did you got your strength in there
Yeah.
too? Good. Okay, so it was like going up like this, and as it raised its claw, you took your sword and slashed where its claw met its body, and really gave it a good hit. All right, who's next?
You're trying to eat me. I'm next.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my mace. So I'm probably.
Now,
gonna
do you want to move around to over here or up here in the middle?
In the middle.
Okay. Go for it.
And I'll smack the one that already has damage.
Okay.
And I will bash it with my mace, with my big strong. That dice sucks. Oh, that's a 14.
Well, you only need to beat a 15, so is that 14 natural?
Oh, that was a 14 in total.
Oh, okay, so you missed.
Yes.
All right, you hit it with your mace, but the blow just hits the shell and it just spreads the force out. So it doesn't do any damage. All right.
That's all
I'll
I got.
cast Eldritch Blast on
Okay.
the crowd that's already been hit.
Okay. I'm gonna move you kind of. Wait, oh, you're this guy.
Yeah.
Okay, like that.
I couldn't like just shoot between them, or
I guess you could. I guess there's enough room.
yeah.
All right.
Heads up.
14.
Is there any modifiers to that?
No.
Because isn't it a spell attack? So don't you add your proficiency and your charisma based, right?
Yeah, so that'd be 19.
Yeah, so you hit.
Okay.
Yeah, how much damage?
Let's see. There's a D10, right?
See, that's why I read about the spell stuff, Scooter. I learned.
15.
Okay, well, so you shoot out this power, and again, it was raising its claws, and this time you kind of like sheared off its claws and part of its leg, so it just kind of slumps down and stops moving. Blah, it's dead. All right, it is their turn. Oh, Artem's nice. Not much he can really do. So
Go team.
Yell at him.
Go team, go.
Insult them.
Kill the next one.
Give us
Go.
encouragement.
Crab goes after Mara again. Rolls a 12. What's your AC?
15.
15. That's a tie. Tie goes to attacker or defender?
To the victor. Or to the
Defend-
attacker.
I think it goes to
Yeah.
defender.
Does it?
I think. All right. Well, we'll say it goes to attacker then. All right. His fault. He just said it.
I'm sorry.
Probably get a letter saying it's supposed to be
Listen
defender.
to a lot of podcasts.
Sorry.
And
I'll heal you. I got you.
you take another 5 points of damage.
Fix that.
Exactly. I got
can
it.
fix
You've taken 12 total, and it's grabbed you again.
You're like a Morocco.
turn.
All right, so now it's your turn again.
Okay, let's escape again.
All right, go
Yeah.
for it.
Believe go.
7.
This time you don't escape,
Okay, I'm stuck, guys.
so you're stuck unless there's something you can do that doesn't involve your arms.
Kick it.
All right.
Okay.
Kick it. Can you kick it? I think that you could. You could try.
20.
Natural 20?
No,
Oh, okay.
in total.
All right, that's definitely a hit.
And 8 more points damage.
Ooh. All right. So
Inconsistent on the damage.
again, learning from your first fight with the crab, you learn that it's kind of a vulnerable spot. So you kind of do the same thing and give it
It's already holding you the
a
arms up.
slash.
Stab underneath it.
All right, who's next?
It's me. I'm gonna try to bash it with my mace again. Or actually, no. I'm actually gonna do my my sacred flame,
Okay.
which
Is that an attack,
yes.
or is it attack based or saving throw based?
I think it's saving throw base.
Okay, so your DC is 8 plus your proficiency plus your spell modifier.
Which is a 15. So I think
What's your spell modifier?
I think it's
3. 6. Well,
It's-
your
it's-
proficiency
it's
is
a
2.
7. Yeah, it's a 2, and then my wisdom's like a 5.
Oh, okay.
So
Plus
it's a
5?
Mm-hmm.
Can't be plus 5, can it?
Mm-hmm.
What's your wisdom?
20.
Your wisdom's 20?
Yeah, I
Oh,
started out
because
with
it got
18.
boosted. It got magically boosted.
Yeah,
All right.
and so yeah, my
Alright.
DC is 15. So I
Alright.
think you have to roll it,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that's wisdom based, right?
Yep.
Oh, these things have a penalty for wisdom based.
It takes the damage more.
It definitely. It rolled a 1, so.
Nice.
So how much damage is that?
Exactly. It's like, please. That's a fucking 1.
That's
I
it?
did 1 point of damage. I did 1 point of damage, guys.
That worked.
You put it's like a radiant attack, right?
Yeah.
So you put like a little sear spot on one of its legs.
Brightened up.
I can't. I have damage. Come on.
He blew the claws off. He put a sear.
Exactly. I was like, haha, I'm cauterizing the wound.
Aha! I put a birthmark on you.
I might as well just heal the freaking crab.
You got one little red spot.
All right.
Exactly.
Say it to me.
I'll cast Electric Blast again.
Okay. So
Those 11.
11 plus or 11?
Oh no, it's 6 plus.
Oh, okay. 11's gonna be a miss. So all right, it's the crab's turn again. It tries to crush Mara further and misses, and then with its other claw lashes out at either Shalia or Kor. At Shalia.
Ring it.
And misses.
Nice.
All right.
It
It's
takes
your
pity
turn.
on me.
Mara, you can try to escape again.
Yes.
Kick it.
Let's try. One more time. No.
Okay.
No.
Flashing like blind.
Man.
Kor.
I will strike at it again and try.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that one, 15
Total?
total.
Well, we said that Ty goes the attacker, so that's a hit.
Alright, so I can do more than 3. Do less. 7 total.
Okay, you actually managed to take your sword and kind of hit the middle of the underbelly, which is the softest spot, and then you kind of drag your sword, some guts fly out, and it dies. Looks like crab's back on the menu.
Nice.
Well, I don't know. It's going to take more than 1 point of damage to heat that one up.
Percy, can you go grab one wet and one dry paper towel,
I
please?
can.
Thank you. Okay, so the crabs are dead, and yay!
That was intense.
And you can either go down the crab tunnel or go out to the beach.
Try the beach. Or at least look outside on the beach, unless there's a freaking wall where you can't come back into the dang cave.
Well, I don't feel very confident about those crabs. Should we
Neither
just
do
leave
I.
the cave?
I think so.
Yeah, crabs normally travel
Is
a
there a
lot
way?
of packs.
Is there? Of course, the pack crabs. Is there a way to heal without using a spell slot? Can I use my medicine or something?
Well, that works like over time, but not in an immediate.
How deep is the
How
tunnel they
much are
came
you
in
down?
from?
The tunnel you came in? Well, the
Crab.
oh, it goes back to you can't
Take
see
one more
anymore.
Yeah,
At
one
least
more
60
hit.
feet. Yeah.
You
So.
might have a fear of sticking your head in dark places you can't see anymore.
No, he can see you in the dark.
I can
so.
see in the dark. Yeah, that's why I stuck my head in the
It kind of curves back and around. And...
Could you see anything in there?
All right. So you go
It
out.
just keeps going on.
You go out to the beach, and it's actually it's very pretty. It's a beautiful ocean. The waves are crashing. There's like some seagulls, and you're at the bottom of a very, very tall cliff, and the cliff seems to go on for miles in either direction, and the beach is very narrow. In fact, after a little bit on either side, the beach seems to almost go away, and there's just rocks, and you see this. I'll pass it over a second. Basically, there's a house built into the side of the cliff. There's a front door. There's stairs going up to it. This is the cave you came out of. You do notice there's a cave near the base of the stairs as well. There is a stone gargoyle on top of the roof because there's a lower section and then an upper section. The lower section sticks out more than the upper section. There's a little tower over here. And then further up, you can see a little bit of ledge, and there appears to be some sort of giant nest up there. Okay, so that's what you see. Here you go.
So, I think Charlie would turn to Core and be like, "You said that you made your way here. How? Do you know what this is?"
This?
No, remember, Core got stuck in the...
I made my way to the desert and
Yeah.
found a door and went into it.
Ah.
This I don't know about. Should we see if anyone's home?
Yes. I would.
That's bad, yeah.
Can we look and see if any smoke coming from any of the chimneys or any windows open, any curtains drawn, anything we can kind of discern from where we are?
Not really. There's no smoke coming out of the chimneys. There's a body too. You notice near me. Grab that back. You see a body.
Does it look like it fell from the nest?
Yeah,
This is the body. The graphics just didn't. Here we go. There's a little body right there.
Well, Charlie is gonna go check out the body.
Same.
Okay.
Is there anything that I can do?
Okay,
I am the healer.
so you go over and there's a corpse of
Of course.
a fighter.
Too far gone.
He's wearing chainmail. He appears to be a scabbarded longsword at his side. He's got in his belt there's a crumpled piece of parchment, and in his left hand are clutched two very large feathers.
That's fine. I think Charlie would just like point up because I mean he could only assume that bird, dead man, nest, not fun.
I'm gonna reach for the parchment on the belt. Yeah.
Okay. The parchment, unfortunately, the writing has been spoiled by the dampness of the sand, so it ran.
The flapping. They're coming.
All right.
What's the condition of the sword?
The sword is in very nice condition. You pull it out and you can definitely sense immediately that it has got some sort of magical properties. The blade seems to be sort of a shimmery, got sort of a shimmering, silvery quality to it.
What kind of weapons do you guys have?
Yeah. Can I roll a perception check to see if there's anything like fancy about this sword?
Fancy pantsy.
Yeah. Something. Well, maybe an arcana.
Not if you're gonna use technical terms like fancy pantsy.
Oh man, sorry. I didn't mean to use my deep knowledge of weapons. I got a 4. Doesn't matter. It's a pretty fancy. That's what his second
Every
one
edge is sharp.
Yeah.
How did I lose
This one is not for cutting
the
bread.
page that I know I had before? Oh, there it is.
I'll hand Mara the sword.
Okay.
Indeed.
Might need this.
And actually, it wouldn't be, just so you know, for something like this, it would either be Arcana or Investigation. So, to try to...
I got a 4 either
Yeah.
way.
So,
Yeah,
I mean, you could try to figure it out if you want.
I don't have any intelligence.
None?
Same.
I mean, you can still roll.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you just...
I just don't have a bonus for it.
Yeah, so I mean, you might roll high.
All right. You're right. It's a 2.
Okay, you have no idea.
I have no idea what it
Well,
is.
we can all.
I don't do magic items. I do magical powers granted by beings from other worlds.
Can I roll for it?
Sure.
Everyone can take a look. What is
Let's
this?
try this. 7 and then right? No, that's a 1. Oh no.
Yeah.
That's a bad roll.
No, it's a 7.
Ah, no better here. 2. Yep.
Yeah, you
Definitely a
guys have
sword.
no idea. You just know it's magical.
Artemis,
Shiny.
Artemis. Oh, Artemis could look
please
at
help us.
Yep. Pointy end that way.
Does this look good?
It'll work in a
it.
fire.
Artemis rolled a 1.
Damn! Today
It's the
we are
crabs.
all
They
getting
threw us
this.
off.
I'm just feeling tired. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lurk just went through
I
a
don't really
straight
like the
door.
sun. It's very warm. He's like rolling up his sleeves.
All right. Well, I
I've been
mean,
frozen for 20 years. Look, I don't know what's going
right,
on.
like, all right, fine. We take the sword wherever it goes, and Shali quietly walks to the house, probably hoping someone would follow because he doesn't want to get eaten by a bird.
Should we,
Mara follows.
should we check
Thank you.
another cave that's on the way? Right?
We can
Is that
peek
a
in.
cave? Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't want
So,
a full exploration
you-
of the cave, but we can just peek so nothing comes behind us as we go.
as you start up the stairs and you get to the cave, you hear coming from the cave, help, help. And you see a guy, another fighter, is crawling out from inside the cave.
Can you identify that?
His body and face are quite bloodied. Although it looks like, in particular, parts of his face or his fingers, ears, and nose look like. Well, go ahead and roll a investigation.
14.
An investigation.
Or investigation or survival.
I got
whichever is higher.
15.
He looks like he suffered from.
15 if it's survival.
By the way, I mentioned this is a pretty warm beach, right?
Yeah.
He looks like he suffered from frostbite, and he since Shali, you were in the front.
Yeah.
He grabs you and whispers, "Do not approach the master unless you have all 5 gems. With a complete set, he may be placated. Fewer, and he may become enraged again. Here is one." And he hands you a oddly cut ruby. "Also, beware of the trolls." And he falls over, and 2 trolls come out of the cave.
Those trolls?
Well,
those must be the trolls.
Now we won't diagram these unless you
Sneak and they
want,
come.
unless you want to do something particularly that requires us to diagram move, but assume they're within immediate range.
yeah.
Let's roll for some initiative.
Uh,
The only other thing you notice about the man is there's a hilt on his belt, but there's no sword. It's just an empty hilt. Yeah, he's wearing chainmail.
I got a 4.
What's a 5?
I got a 8.
I got a rock.
Oh.
17 in total.
17?
In total.
Wow.
I roll high on initiative, just
The
not skill checks.
trolls got a 5. So if you got above a 5, you're going before the trolls. So maybe it was his final warning, gave you a little bit of an extra time. So I think you all are familiar with trolls. They're horrible. These trolls almost, you might call them sea trolls because they're kind of like mottled green and seaweedy, and they've got a lot of seaweed wrapped around them, and they're very rubbery looking. But they're definitely trolls. You're experienced enough where you've encountered trolls before. Okay, so who's up first?
Well, I got it.
Alright. I guess I step into the breach.
Once more into breach. We'll play our game with the American Navy.
Yep, I guess I will meet the trolls to put myself between them and everyone else.
So noble.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. All right. So you're gonna step in front of everybody. All right.
Meet the spell slots, yo.
When he steps in front of you, you feel like almost like a force around you, like a protective force around you. All right. Are you gonna attack?
I will swing away.
Go for it.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. 11 total.
Their AC is 15. So, what's the bonus on your protective thing again? I don't remember.
+3.
+3. Okay. So right now, while he's in front of you, if he stays in front of you, which means you can't actually you can't reach the trolls with melee weapons, but if you use ranged weapons, you can attack. You will get a +3 bonus to your AC. All right, who's up next?
Me. I use Sacred Flame, so I don't have to actually get close to them. So
Okay.
I kind of backtrack. No, thank you.
All right, you go. I'm back
Yeah. And I wouldn't back too much further
Now,
away.
is that,
I don't want to leave you
is that a
alone.
single target, or can you target multiple with that?
It's only one, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, just one. And then, ta-da! I think you have to roll.
It's an attack.
Yes.
All right, so it's going to be your
Yep. 15.
proficiency bonus plus your.
I think it's a 15.
Is it a saving throw or is it an attack?
Saving throw. Saving
Okay.
throw. Sorry. Saving
Yeah.
throw.
All right, 15. All right, against wisdom.
Yes.
That's good because trolls have bad wisdom.
Yeah.
All right. But he
Is
rolled
it
in.
dex?
Dexterity.
I lied. It's dexterity.
Oh, it is okay. Either way, he rolled an 18 plus 1 is 19, so he saved.
Well,
It slipped out of the range of your sacred flame, which is too bad because, as you know, you all know this, that trolls tend to grow back unless they're affected by fire or some other
Scheiße.
debilitating.
Keep that fire going.
All right.
Keep it going.
Who would like to go next?
Me. Can I shoot it with my bow?
Of course you can.
A 15 plus a 6. I have a 21.
That's definitely a hit. So go ahead and roll your damage. Remember to add in your damage modifier, which is your dex modifier plus your +1 for your bow.
2 plus 6.
6.
Yeah,
Okay.
6
So Troll A has taken 6 points of damage. Troll B is so far unscathed. Okay. And what would you like to do?
I got a 4, so I go.
Oh, you go after, so you got 4. I didn't realize that. Okay. So the troll's gonna go and let's see. Troll A will attack Core. Troll attack. Troll attack. Ooh, they get 3 attacks.
Jesus.
This is gonna
Per,
go real fast.
per troll?
I'm gonna be laying down with the other guy.
So 22 for the first
Yep,
attack.
that's a hit.
15 for the second attack, which is a miss, and 21 for the third attack.
Jesus.
So
Hey.
he bites you
Ugh.
and does 3 points of damage. I'm gonna record over here. So Mari, you're taking 12, and Core just took 3. And then he also claws you with slashing damage. 3, 4, 8 points of slashing damage for 11 total. Yikes.
Yeah.
Bad troll, bad troll.
How
What
much?
you gonna do when they come for you, bad troll?
29.
Ew. Alright. Mar, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you attack?
Yeah, reading.
Oh.
It's
Oh.
Ox's turn.
Excuse me.
Oh wait, no, the other troll.
No,
Sorry, 2 trolls.
Doing that.
The other troll is trying to is going to move by you, so you get an attack of opportunity against it.
17.
That is definitely a hit.
And then 11 points of damage.
Okay. Yeah. So it is a creature of chaos. It's not a servant of chaos. I can't remember what exactly how.
Servant or channels chaos energy.
Okay. Okay, so it's just all right. If it were like a demon, that would be different. Okay. All right. So how much damage?
11.
11. Okay. And it tries to attack Shaya.
Man.
Shining fire.
Miss. Miss.
Nice.
Hit.
Was it was with the +3 or because my AC right now is 20?
Yeah, it rolled a 24.
Close.
So
It's almost a tie.
4. You take 9 points of damage.
Yeah, they are. Damn.
Use fire often.
Artemis is frantically digging around in his bag.
Nice.
Seems to be looking for something.
Useful.
Of course.
All
Very
right.
useful.
All right.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Alright, I will cast Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
12.
12 to get all together, or you rolled a 12.
I rolled a 12.
So you're gonna hit it.
17.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right. Do you want to attack A or B?
Let's see.
They've both
B,
been damaged.
B is the one coming towards us.
Yes.
Alright, I'll shoot.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll your damage.
It's 10, plus I add my spell attack bonus, right?
For damage?
Yeah, because what it is, yeah.
Okay. So
Because
what's the total?
17.
17, and it's a energy blast, right?
Yeah, that's force blast.
Yeah. Oh, it's a force blast.
Yeah.
All right, so it would regenerate on that then. All right.
Fire and acid.
So Troll B took 28 points of damage. Total. Troll A took 6 points of damage total. If Troll A leaves Chicago, only 3. All right. So it's your turn again. Who's up first?
I am. Does it look like Troll B is potentially gonna fall down?
No. He's looking pretty
Oh,
good.
wow. Okay.
Plus, you'd have to turn around to attack him.
Yeah.
So.
I will stay engaged with the one in front of me to
Okay.
keep the tension on me
Okay.
and attack it. 18.
That's definitely a hit.
Yay! 6 points of damage.
Okay.
1.
Slowly just shaving a ward off.
All right. And who's next?
Me. I'm using Sacred Flame again on the one that on B, the one that's a little bloodier, the one that attacked me. I think. So I'll use it on B, and it's you have to DC 15.
Dex, it misses. So how much damage?
Nice. I get to roll 1d8. 8! Yay!
And that's flame, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
The most secret of them.
No sacred flames. All right. That's the flame.
Question.
Yeah.
If I use the sword, what do I have to add to it? Because I don't have a sword. Or can I not use a sword?
The sword,
Yeah.
you can use it. It's your base attack, or your base attack plus proficiency, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus your strength modifier.
Okay,
Yeah,
can I
you won't
use
be able to use your dex on it.
Okay.
Your strength.
Yeah, unless you're a finesse fighter, but you haven't taken that.
Okay, can I use the sword on the one that's near?
So. Sure.
Yes, let's try it.
Plus 1 for the sword too.
Okay, so 7.
You
11?
miss.
That was useless.
Okay. Artemis pulls out a little bag and throws it at Troll A. And he hits it. And when he hits it, the bag kind of explodes in this dust, and the troll shrinks to like a quarter of its normal size.
Ooh.
That was Troll B.
Hey.
That was Troll A. Alright, it's the troll's turn. They each regenerate 10 points of damage.
Jesus!
So,
Max.
except Troll A doesn't have as many hit points now because he's a tiny troll. Also, Troll B took 8 points of fire damage, so it's 8 points that will never regenerate. Okay, it is your turn.
Okay. Which one of the two trolls looks a little weaker? Or
Troll, it's hard to say because Troll B has been hurt more, but Troll A is only like
Bite-sized.
halfling size now. So it doesn't look as powerful.
Exactly. Drop into the sea.
Well, then I
All the
will.
crabs.
I'll blast the smaller troll.
Okay, go ahead.
That's 13.
Just missed. All right, top of the round to you.
Kill them.
Wish I had fire.
You're the only one who can roll.
I'm attacking now the little one.
Wait, did I skip the trolls? I skipped the trolls.
You did.
No,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fine.
No, I skipped the trolls.
Come on, they regenerated. That's their turn.
Yeah, that's the power.
Come on, it's like using rest in Pokemon. Like they missed their turn.
They cowered up.
Exactly.
So the little one, the little one got you with its claw and actually critted, but his claws are much smaller. So
Paper cut still burns.
instead of doing, he does 1/4 of the normal damage he would normally do.
Nice.
Yay.
So he did 9. So say 2 doubled is 4. He took 4 more points of damage.
I'll heal you eventually.
Okay.
Maybe.
And then the other troll.
I still don't know you.
Let's actually do 4. 1, 2, 3 arms. Attacks. God, these are hard to read. Ox. Bite. Misses. What's your AC? I think I missed.
13.
Yeah, I missed. Plus 3 right now, so it's 16. Miss. And hit. So you got hit with a claw. Ooh. 10 plus 4. 14 points of damage.
Jesus.
Ouchie. Ouchie.
Yeah.
Alright, now it's the top of the round. Top of the round,
Big
dude.
troll's hurt. Okay. I'm gonna attack a little
Big
troll.
Don't cry.
Okay. I had 24.
24 is a hit. Remember, if you roll a, I don't know what it is for your.
I think it's 19 to 20.
Yeah, is a critical. Okay, so
Yeah. Trying to get there.
yeah.
9 points.
All right. So you did 9 points of damage. So. Okay. And who's next?
And I use Sacred Flame
All right.
again against the small troll. Wait, no, against the one that hit me because I hate him.
He misses his saving throw.
Nice. Let's see how much. 8.
8.
I dropped the dice, but I'm gonna keep it.
All right.
Good roll.
Burn.
Exactly.
I like it.
All right. Who's next?
Me. Can I
Alright.
shoot the little one with my arrow?
All right.
Let's see. 12 plus yes, 18.
Definitely a hit.
Yes, 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 yes.
So roll your damage. Remember to add your dex and +1.
Yes, an 8.
Okay. All right. And now it's the Artemis. He's fishing through his bag again. All right.
It worked last time.
I would say
Fishing.
I refrained from mocking him because he super helped.
All right. It's Troll's turn. Big Troll heals 10 points. Little Troll heals 2 points.
PETA, is that minus the 8 that I took away from him?
Yeah, that's
Damn.
actually 16 now.
Damn. Wait.
No, you've done 16 total
Nice,
points.
nice. I
So
was like,
Troll B,
God.
Troll B is currently down 32, half of which can't be healed. So, all right, it's Troll's turn. The little troll is freaked out and goes to run back into the cave. So you get an attack of opportunity if you want to take it.
I do.
Okay.
That's a crit.
Okay. So roll your damage and double it.
So 12 plus the 5, so 17 points.
Okay.
Nice. And you also set him on fire? Magically?
I hit a rock as I was hitting him. Created a
Exactly.
spark, caught fire, and now he's running. He's
Exactly.
fanning the flame.
Well, we can do that.
Exactly. Come on.
You kill it, but you know that eventually, unless you burn it, it'll come back to life. So it's currently dead.
That's what you get for running.
And then, okay,
Kim.
and then the other troll. Hold on.
Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, because that one.
So I gotta go through the house.
There. This one attacks Shalia.
Damn.
Miss.
Nice.
Hit.
Damn.
Miss.
Yes.
So it claws you. 2, 4. That's all. 4 plus 4 is 8 more points of damage.
Wait.
You're taking 17 total. All right. Your turn.
About the body of the other troll, is it wearing like anything cloth or anything?
No.
No.
It's like a wild feral troll. Type of troll you find in a strip mall parking lot.
Fair enough.
Of course.
Strip mall troll.
All right, I'll blast the big troll.
All right.
The one that's alive. 16.
That's it.
Okay.
Big troll, big troll.
17.
Okay. 33 plus 16 is 49. All right. Big troll is definitely starting to look worse for the wearer. It's not quite as rubbery as usual. All right, it's top of the round, so you could attack or you could like get out your tinder or torch and
Actually,
burn it.
I'll use pull out my crossbow
Okay.
and use a fireburst bolt.
Okay, so make sure you mark that off. It's an automatic hit since it's dead, and so you've permanently killed it now. So you see him. This is something weird because he's got this light crossbow, but you don't see any bolts actually in it. But when he shoots, you see a bolt come out that's kind of a red tinge to it. When it hits, the small troll bursts into flames. It's quite spectacular, actually. All right, and so now it is whoever's next. Yes.
The Sacred Flame.
Okay.
You may have heard this one.
Yeah, right.
It
One of
misses.
my old
It's
favorites.
not rolling well for your sacred flame.
That's a 7.
All right, so
Thank
7
God.
more points of fire damage. And who's next?
Me.
All right.
I think we're just going in around.
Ah.
Right.
Can I shoot it with my bow again?
Sure.
17.
That's a hit.
Yes. A 6.
Are you adding in your modifiers?
Yes.
Okay. So, alright. And now it heals. It's definitely more than half dead. It's not doing so good. Let's see what it does. It goes to flee down the tunnel.
Oh my god, rude.
Yeah, so you can all attack it. If all three of you can attack it, you're focused on the other one. You can attack it if you want.
Hell yeah, I want.
All right, go ahead.
Yes.
Absolutely. Sacred Flame.
All right, it misses its save.
Good. That's a 3.
All right,
It's tiny.
Okay, attacking with the bow again.
Punch
yeah,
him.
you can get 2 attacks because you can
So
attack
an
him.
8?
8's a miss.
Okay.
Alright, I will attack it.
All right, so you
Once.
get 2 attacks.
Now that's a miss. That's a hit.
Okay.
Okay, that's
10.
7. Alright, 22.
Holy crap.
Yes!
Power of the stars, baby.
I like that we're just like, we're chilling, we're fighting a troll, and you're just like, BAM!
Alright, so you don't go kill it, but you do see it kind of like limping its way down the cave mouth. You kill it?
Yes.
Alright.
Absolutely.
We'll assume it's dead.
Nice. Charlie's got the bloodlust.
Kill
Kill it.
trolls.
Follow it. Kill it.
And yeah, so the only thing of interest was that the guy gave you the strangely cut ruby, and that you saw on his belt there was a hilt but no sword.
I think Shalia just kind of pockets the ruby, or had pocketed the ruby
Okay.
before. Does he feel anything weird popping off of it?
No.
Nice.
Take the hilt.
Okay. When you pick up the hilt, you notice it's covered in runes, and it definitely gives off a sense of magic. Go ahead and roll for me a d20.
4. Yep, it's a hilt.
You're not sure what it does. Do you want to try to activate it?
I won't look at it, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Just try. 3.
Not
that
quite
doesn't
getting
work.
it yet, but if you keep practicing, maybe something will come to mind. Unless you want to let somebody else take a game at it.
Who else want to try the broken sword?
Can I just make an Arcana check?
Sure.
Yeah, I got no types of intelligence, so I'm like, ooh. Oh, that was a 1, so I'm like...
What you got here? This is a wand of fish detection.
Yeah.
It's a boomerang. You just kind of throw it and hope it comes
Yeah.
back.
Alright, I'll try to check
Okay.
it. I'll take a look at it. 8.
Nope, you guys are
Okay, I want to try.
passing around and looking at it.
God damn it. Yeah, that's 16.
16?
Uh,
Yes.
you actually are able to activate it, and when you activate it, basically a blade of like light comes out from there. It's like the blade is made from almost like the sun. And,
That's cool. And would be very
Now that you know how to
helpful.
activate it, you can show somebody else how to activate
Okay,
it too.
so can I show Core how
Yeah.
to activate it?
Is that how you find the fish?
You turn it
You
where it
turn
says
it-
on.
push the
You turn it
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Plug it in?
It's Thunder the Barbarian Sorcerer. Alright. So, you can now make your way up to the house if you'd like.
Yes.
The
Okay.
guy told us that if we don't have a whole... Wait.
He
Okay.
said the master will be unhappy if he doesn't get 5 gems.
We do have one of
We have
them,
one.
though. Should we try? Can't sick his trolls on us.
Is there nothing else in the cave that we can go through? Or
I mean, the cave goes further back if you want
Did we check the other guy? I know we took the other guy's sword, but did we rifle through his pocket?
to. Yeah, there was nothing.
Okay.
you only have the piece of paper.
We can go and see, but if he's stronger than us... Ew. The sound he makes to all of you.
Well,
Uh,
out of our choices, either we go up to the house, see the master, hope that he's not home, or
Find the stones.
we can ask him if he'll talk to us if we find the stones, maybe perhaps get
Or-
his friendship that way.
If he knows where the stones are at.
Yes, make it easier to get them.
I
Since
glance
we'll be
over
unhappy
at
he doesn't
like,
get all 5. If we just don't give him any, and he just ask us to find them.
yeah.
Perhaps. Okay, Shalia like cautiously starts creeping up, waits for someone to stop him. No one's stopping him.
I grab him by the collar. Hold on, we're still deciding.
Okay, cool. We're not going. Everyone back to the cave. What do you think?
So we go through the cave or we go up the stairs.
Yeah, because there was the crab path that we couldn't see down, and then there was that cave we actually haven't gone into. Man crawled out, trolls ran out, and then tried to run back in, but we actually haven't gone into the cave. But if he has 1 gem, where did he get it from? But if the master wants all 5 and his house is above a cave that has all 5, then it's kind of lazy.
Well, he did frostburn the guy, so he's pretty kooky.
I think that we should ask him if he wants us to find them, and perhaps give him the one that we have, and then go find them. There's nothing else for us to do aside from wander caves.
I feel like wandering caves would cut the middleman out.
All right. Well, I have. So caves.
Okay, let's go
Well,
through
there's
the.
one right in front of us.
Yeah, let's go through the cave.
All right.
Should we light a torch? Does anyone have any torches? Does anyone have any?
You've got torches and sunrods.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
how do
can
we,
light 'em up.
how do we do one of
Torches
those?
and
Okay.
sunrods.
In case there's another troll in there, if it just sees fire, it'll just stay away.
For the future, Shalia has put on gloves ever since he's gotten that ring that eats people. So just in case he ever has to touch something that could potentially kill him, I want it known right now that he is wearing gloves. So
Okay.
hopefully there is some level of a barrier.
I'm glad you mentioned that
God damn it.
because you feel a little weird. You feel almost a sense of hunger, but not for food. And you hear like, and none of you notice this, players, but you hear like your voice in your head, like, just touch one of them, and it will all feel better.
Shalia definitely says no, but like immediately like talks back like the moment we find something else that's living, I'll touch that instead. So if he finds like a kobold, if there's a spider, if there's a
Okay.
crab or something like that, he's like, first thing I see that's not my friends, I'm eating them.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, he'll definitely give it what it wants, just not people he likes.
Okay.
It's gonna be overly aggressive, petty.
All right. So you're gonna head down the tunnel.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. You start going to the tunnel, and the smell of troll is getting stronger and stronger. And you head down like 60, 70 feet, and the smell's just getting really strong. And the tunnel starts. There's basically tunnels branching off this way and that, and you can definitely hear creatures moving around further down the tunnels.
Is there like you said that there's branches? I say we go towards. Shalia's like, we could go to what is the north?
Artemis is like, this seems like a bad idea. There's trolls down there. We had trouble fighting too. How do you expect to fight an entire nest?
I don't know if I want to fight a troll dead.
Yeah.
I think we should head back.
Circle back.
But I will now activate that sword that we found.
The
So
sun
as
sword?
we were walking back
Okay.
out, at least have that out and ready just in case troll den comes.
Okay.
Keep an eye out for trolls.
No trolls come out.
All right. Then are we turning around? All right.
Wanna work out?
We're out.
Fine.
Okay. So that didn't work.
Damn, my insatiable bloodlust. All right, let's go back to the crab cave then. See what's there.
Crabs or trolls? The crabs,
Come on.
the crabs are
All
better.
right, well,
Yeah.
we're already at the house. Might as well come up.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
go up the stairs.
All right. So as you move towards the front door, you hear like the sound of stone kind of grating on stone from above, and you look up and you see the gargoyle, which you thought was a statue, has just turned its head and looked down and gone like, and then you see it go, and it kind of swoops down, and then it lands in front of you, and it looks up, and it goes like this.
Give it my ruby.
All right, you put the ruby in, it goes like this. Oh, you notice it has a chain around its neck with a key. It looks at it and it goes like that and hands it back to you. And then it takes the key and it puts it in the front door lock and unlocks it, and then flies back to the roof and resumes being statuesque.
That's a good. When we walk in, I mean, I think Charlie would probably still knock first, like, only polite.
You just hear like an echo of a knock, but you think you hear very faintly, perhaps from the other side of the door, very faint music.
Anyone else want to go first?
Well, you're already ahead, so.
I will go after you.
After you.
No, after you. No, it's duck season. Rabbit season.
Please.
Please, go.
Okay.
I have the other sword turned off and ready.
Which sword do you have out?
Neither one of them at this point.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to seem too aggressive
Sure.
walking into someone else's home.
Knock, knock, knocking on someone's home.
But yes, I will
Okay.
slowly open the door and step in.
Open the door, cross the floor. Everybody's doing the dance.
Do we, so can we see anyone inside, or?
Hold on there, coachies.
I refuse. As everyone knows, Shalia loves trouble.
Shalia loves trouble. We'll be back after these.
But it's just some crazy, amazing sitcom where Ox continues having his constitution drained.
Slowly getting my soul sucked out.
Slowly. Bit by bit.
I'm so eager to do it too.
I
so
know.
It's kind of ridiculous.
Every time.
It's like, Osh, are you done?
Because you're like shriveled up.
Ox, you've done it again.
Exactly.
That's our Oxelby. Everyone knows it's Ox. All right.
4'2", 18", and you look like you're 97 years old.
All white and
Exactly.
It's an adventuring lifestyle. It gets to you.
It is. We've only been on the road for like, what, 3 months? How long have we been together?
10 months.
It's been like 2 weeks, maybe.
Since this thing began?
Yeah. Oh well, no, because you had to travel to Phantom, but it hasn't been a month. No.
Jesus. I'm entrusting y'all with my life. This is some...
After like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right. So
This is Stockholm
you open
syndrome at this point.
you open the door, and let's see. Here's you. You open the doors.
Yeah.
All right. You see. Who wants to be standing next to him?
Me.
Oh.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. Yeah. Oh, all right, yeah.
You guys are right
Chilling
behind.
with Ox. Cool.
It's a better option than turning around and seeing nobody there.
Yeah, we're hanging. We're good.
Artemis is back. Okay.
I forgot that was
So-
Artemis. It's like, who's that?
He's coming after us.
It's a very well-made house, very lavish. You are opening into a sort of a grand hall, and there's also stairs that go up to the upper part of the house. And although it's at one point maybe it was a really nice room, there's a fireplace, these are windows. Right now it's a total mess. There's a large table in the middle, and there's papers scattered all over the table. There's a bunch of overturned chairs, and standing in front of the table is a very short man. He's sort of like, I don't know, he's kind of Weasley looking, rodent like, and
From Weaselton.
he is, when you enter, you see he's looking at a gem. He's holding up, he's looking at a gem. Looks like it's probably, based on its color, probably a sapphire. And he's like, and he goes, you don't understand. The master is being completely unreasonable. Completely. This is my gem. This is my gem. You can't have it. You can't have it. You can't have it.
What do you want it?
Don't try to take it. Don't try it. It's mine. The master is unreasonable. It's my gem. My gem.
Where can we get our own gem?
There's only one. It's mine. And he reaches down and he takes a dagger and he throws it at you.
Oh gosh.
Um, if I already have my shield out, is there any way that I can kind of block or?
Well, that just counts on your AC. So that would be some flavor text. Attacks. Plus 18. What's your AC?
I consider that threatening.
13.
13. You get hit by a dagger. It only does. He's so agitated, his aim's off. So you take a whopping 1 point of damage.
Oh no! Ox, please!
The whore.
He's down.
And as soon as he throws it, he runs out this door to presumably a patio. Okay. All right, your turn.
Can
I have to hurt a little man.
yeah, can I shout after him like, no, we have another gem for you. Please come back.
Of course you can.
I do.
Okay. So just do it next time.
I did it.
Okay.
We've got gems.
It was slightly more enthusiastic. It was, please see this ruby. Kind of shake it up.
Do we chase after? Can we chase after? Do you want to chase after?
I don't know. I think that my thoughts are we don't know where that patio leads, and he could try and stab us. I need that one. That
Well, he
point.
did just throw his dagger. Did it look like he had many more daggers? Or did it look like it?
No, honestly, he wasn't wearing like a bandolier or anything.
Okay.
That may have been his best dagger. His good dagger.
Alright, well, I took all of it, so.
Alright.
But he does technically have a gem.
And we need one.
I
We
say
need
we
5. that puts us.
All right, we say one round has passed while you guys have.
I'll head for the door
Okay.
that he ran out of.
And I follow.
All right. You look out and you see a little bit of a patio or a porch that's on the side of the house, and that porch is 5 feet wide. And it goes back to here. And there's no sign of the man. Roll a perception check.
All of us, or
Just you two.
22.
oh damn. Not
give me
good. Not good.
Doesn't matter, he rolled a 22.
Nice. 13. My
Part of the
my
city watch.
passive
It's
perception
background.
is better than that. My passive perception's a 50.
It's something small.
That's better than mine, actually. I have 14. How many plus 4, but I rolled 18, so it helped. I was waiting on 1.
Well, there's nothing really that small, so I will use just.
She turned into a cockroach.
The rat! The rat! Use the rat!
Where is the rat?
I don't know if it wasn't in there.
It's on the other side.
There's a weird dog thing though.
Where?
It's like
Your
weird and
spectral
pink.
cow.
It's like a weird pink dog rat.
That is too big. I'll just say
Beans and
that
potatoes.
right over here you see a rat about to jump from scurrying up the porch. It looks like it's going to try to climb up the side of the cliff.
I will try to run and grab it.
Okay. By the time you run over there, it will be up the cliff. So
Can I use calm emotions?
calm emotions.
Yeah.
Okay. What does that tell me about that?
I attempt to suppress strong emotions. And so like I'm gonna try and chill that rat out so it can hang out with us. I mean, catch it a little easier.
All
I'm just
right.
trying to slow it down.
No, I get it.
Um,
How does that work?
I
Very interesting
think
choice.
you have to make a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to chill that fucking
All
rat
right.
out. Gotta get 15.
very interesting. Charisma saving throw.
Yes.
charismatic
One.
rat.
It misses.
Nice.
So
Grab the rat.
So
Go!
see the rat is like scurrying, and also it goes, and like it it kind of scurries back into the porch, and you see it slowly start changing form.
Yeah.
And the guy is there again.
Yeah.
And
I think I'd approach like, please, we're just trying to talk.
There's nothing we can't talk out.
he's like, what was I doing? Why was I trying to?
You said something about a gem?
Oh yeah, this gem. It's one of the gems.
We're trying to collect them for the master?
Oh, I wouldn't. I would stay away from him. He's not been the same since the game went awry. You can have it if you want.
Which game?
We were playing a game. I don't really remember. It's a little things started going wrong in it. It's a little.
Were there many of
It's a
you
little
playing?
foggy. No.
I definitely plucked the gem out with my gloved hand. And,
Okay, it's a finely cut sapphire. How long does this last? The rest of you moving into the room?
Yeah.
Let me.
Hey, let's play this room. Artem starts looking through the papers.
1 minute.
1 minute?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, it was going, we were having fun. And, like, I was pretending to be a fighter, and Trem was pretending to be a dwarf thief, which is funny because he totally doesn't look like a dwarf thief. And then, like, I guess he didn't like the way things are going, and he got really mad, and then things went really bad. And then he's like, and then he tried to take the sapphire from me. Where's my sapphire? Where's the sapphire? Did you take my sapphire?
No, a bird got it.
The bird?
Yeah.
A bird? Up there?
Yes,
A
in the
bird?
nest.
And he transforms back into a rat and starts scurrying up the cliff.
Can I touch him with my ring?
Okay.
He's already.
All right. Roll an attack.
Is it an attack just to touch him?
Yeah, of course.
Fuck. What would that be adding?
You're.
Because I got a 9.
You miss. So.
Well, maybe I just pretend that it's like a tap. Go
Roll a roll a d20.
That's a fucking 4.
All right. You hear a very strong voice in your head. If not the rat, then why not this person next to you? Did you try to resist it?
Yes.
All right. Roll a d20.
Fuck. 17.
Okay, you're able to
Okay, cool. I
quell the voice.
Damn.
Your bloodlust.
Okay, you're fucking lucky.
Oh, what just? Oh.
Damn.
Well,
I wanted to eat the rat.
it's with the birds now.
Best laid plans
You
of
just say that
mice
out
and
loud.
men.
Of rats and man
slowly
rats.
just
Rats
goes
and
back
man.
into the room. What's happening?
Okay, bad news. Man turned into a rat. Good news. We got the sapphire.
So you guys go back in the room.
Yes.
Okay. A few seconds later, you hear ah ah. Then you hear ah.
Can we run outside? I want to see how big the bird is.
You see a very large creature flying back towards the nest.
Nice.
It has the front of an eagle and the back of a horse.
Ooh.
It's quite large.
So that's a.
And it's carrying a rat in its beak.
That's the worst. Okay.
Rat in its beak.
Fam.
Not have thrown a dagger.
Real careful. We gotta be real careful.
Karma.
Okay.
I could have killed it slower.
All of a sudden, you hear violin music playing, kind of echoey through the building, coming like down the stairs, like
There's one other
kind of a
thing.
repetitive theme.
Records.
It's very haunting,
But remember, there's one other
but due to copyright issues, I can't play.
But dum 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 dum
No.
dum dum.
Is there anywhere we can hide or stow away?
There's an empty fireplace. There's a table you can hide under. There's overturned chairs.
We can just
Go upstairs.
Go upstairs.
yeah.
I'll go upstairs.
All right.
But I will have my sword out this time in case someone wants to throw another dagger.
And my...
Before we do that, is there anything in the room that we can look through, or I can
Well, just the papers. They're hard to understand because they're in that ancient tongue and other languages you don't recognize. It appears to be the rules to some sort of game. So,
Where is it?
Artemis, have you learned anything in the years since I've been away? Can you read this now?
he just confirmed that it's some sort of game. He's like, fascinating. This game is like they pretend to be other people and then they see what happens.
LARPing.
Good enough for me.
I knew it. Yeah.
Put together in a compendium. You might have a rule book or something.
All right, we go
Let's keep it.
up the stairs. Charlotte's like, that sounds like it's for nerds. I would never do that.
Okay.
Walks up the stairs.
Walking upstairs. Better than walking downstairs.
Cautiously this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually do a perception check to see if, while we're going up the stairs, if I hear anything spooky.
Just the violin.
Spooky
Nailed it.
Super spooky.
I nailed it.
All we need now is a little kid to run across the stairs.
Stop.
And
Yeah.
then I'll stop going up.
Yep.
Turn right back around.
Yep.
Bye.
Kids on the stairs, we're going back down.
Yeah. Oh, did Shalia already say that there's a fucking griffin outside? Because there's a griffin outside.
Let's not go outside.
Oh, that explains the mess.
Yes. I thought maybe a bird.
Again, good news, bad news. Good news is it ain't a rat. Bad news is that rat was somebody.
It also got away.
Now it's somebody else's lunch.
But you got a dagger out of it.
Yes, across the cheek.
You know it works.
Yeah.
Not well. You've got the broken dagger. Congratulations.
It's like just stuck in the door frame, so in case I ever need it, I'll run right back to it.
There you go.
Bear with me on this visual.
So, question, if Shalia wanted to take that damn ring off, could he? Would I have to roll for it? I mean, I obviously would, but...
Go ahead and try.
Alright.
You try to take it off?
I think I am.
Alright, roll.
Got a 9.
You,
Maybe a 6.
you're like, no, I'm gonna leave it on.
Damn it.
Feels good. I like it.
Does make me significantly stronger.
Your hand looks better with it there. I mean, look at that.
So pretty.
And mind you, this is like a quiet, like...
I feel pretty.
flips his long Skrillex hair. And then, she's like, playing like... Puts the glove back on.
It's a light.
Let's figure
Okay.
out whether or not this master is a douchebag.
So you
'cause-
come up and you're basically on the next floor of the house. There's a long, basically 5-foot wide hallway that runs to the other end of the house. And there are 4 doors, 2 on each side as shown, and a door at the end. And then there's stairs leading up to the 3rd level. And the violin music's definitely coming from above.
As in the...
Are any of the doors open in this hallway?
That is a good question. No, they are closed.
So we can hear them when they open. We can leave them, continue upstairs. There's sound coming from.
Creepy violin music. Yes.
I'd like to open them,
Okay.
Charlie says, because he's like, oh, maybe there's something cool.
Which one? The first one?
Sure.
Okay.
First door coming.
Yeah, just kind of whatever.
Slowly touch the handle. Unlock. Open.
Okay.
Is there a griffin in there?
Are you decent?
Alright.
Sorry for intruding.
It appears to be a rather large dragon. No.
Nice! Touch it! I touch it!
Close the
I
door.
touch the dragon! Consume it!
Oh, great. The rest of the game, he's just gonna be, I want to touch you!
Appears to be a large
Feed me the jerks!
dining room. the big table, some side tables around, and it's set, but there's no food. Nobody's there. It's just it looks to be like an empty dining room.
There's nothing like inside. We're not going to be able to like. Yeah. I roll a perception check just to see if there's anything.
Go for it.
That's 14.
You don't see anything. It looks perfectly still. It's kind of creepy that it's just empty.
And I close that door. There was nothing. You guys.
Cross the hallway and open the door across from it.
Okay.
It's like a video game. You gotta like check all the things. There can be like room
number 2.
That's your best. Exactly.
Find whole red dots.
A room.
Side quest. Voice night.
There's just a guy sitting there with like smoking a pipe, like, ah, you've arrived.
Side quest is kill 1 rat.
Please. We need to kill 15 boars.
This
You
room.
get a pair of pants in return, like, ah.
Yes.
Jeez.
Exactly.
The walls of this room are lined with books and trinkets and statues. And there's a table right here. Chair at the table. And
Is there a book on how to read ancient language?
And what language is it written in?
you
So it never
see
came from books.
True that.
you
Close the door. There's someone in here.
you hear somebody. Well, you see a figure at the table, but it's like she's made of like white light, like a hologram kind of thing. Looks like that, and you hear her weeping, and she's like, "That thief, that devious thief, was always provoking the master. Now I've paid the ultimate price." And she's just weeping. She just keeps kind of repeating that. And in front of her on the table is a piece of parchment that looks similar to the one that was being held by the body on the beach. And there's a garnet, an oddly cut garnet in front of her.
Do we see this, or is it just core?
Well, anybody who goes in the room.
Yeah. I'll go in the room with Core.
All right. You're all going to go in?
Skulk behind.
Yes.
So pardon us.
It's not fair. The devious thief, he was always provoking the master. And now I'm the one who's paid the ultimate price.
What did you pay?
I've paid the ultimate price.
Okay.
I'm assuming that was your life.
Can I read the parchment in front of me?
Okay. The parchment is... It's hard to read because it's in an ancient tongue. But it seems to make reference to, like, a barbarian talks about having an axe, liking to drink, not wearing any armor, and then a whole bunch of numbers written down.
What are the numbers?
Just they didn't make any sense to you. They seem random, and but they have like it's definitely arranged in a certain way.
I look at her and like, can I move this garnet?
She
I just want to take a look at what's underneath it. Can I move that?
she goes, take whatever you want. I've paid the price.
I'll pick up the garnet.
Okay. As you pick it up, she tries to like kind of like go to cry on you, but she can't because she's not there. But it makes you just feel like a chill inside. But nothing happens to you.
What happened?
Stranger danger.
What happened to you?
The devious thief. The devious thief was always provoking the master. I paid the ultimate price.
Where did the thief run off to?
the devious thief. Oh, I paid the price. It's almost like it's on a loop or something.
What did the thief take?
I think.
It doesn't seem to respond.
All right. So,
Oh,
is there anything else of note in here that we can
Well, there's a lot
shove
of
into our pockets?
books, but most of them are pretty decayed. A lot of them are decayed. I mean, you'd have to spend hours looking through to see if you found any that are worthwhile.
We'll leave her to her grief.
Yeah.
All right. You head back out, and as you open the door, you see a figure going into the kitchen. The kitchen is seven. Okay. You see this figure, and you can see he's holding a body that is clearly her body. And he hears you open the door, and he looks back, and he looks back and he goes, he like turns, drops her. He goes, "It's not me. I didn't do this. I didn't do it. I swear, it was the master when the game got out of hand." And you notice he's got a lot of blood on his hands. Here, I'll move you guys into the hallway here. You can stand. It's a little bit wider than 5 feet. You can stand 2 by 2 if you want to.
Yeah.
He's got blood on his hands, and there is a empty dagger sheath on his belt. The body looks like it died from freezing.
Who is the master?
He goes, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. And he runs through this door.
Stop, please. Please.
All right,
please.
I think slowly and unenthusiastically follow him.
Yes. I will chase after.
Okay.
Head down the hallway and run into the room.
Okay.
I'll hang back and examine the lady's body.
Okay. Let me just check one little thing here. I didn't think I'd need the computer, but I can't read my own handwriting. Nobody messes with them.
Part of me really wants to keep that ring like forever and just be like, it's mine. I'm the one who beats people. And then the other part of me is like, I can screw you guys over real bad. But I don't have a lot of control over getting rid of it. So ahead of time, I'm sorry if I don't roll well.
Alright, you chase after him?
Fingers.
Who's chasing after him?
That's true.
Who's chasing after him?
I am.
Okay.
And
anybody
I'm
else
following,
going?
but slowly.
Yep.
Slowly, what does that mean? Are you not going through the
No,
door?
I'll
yeah.
go through the door. I'm
Okay.
chasing after him to not lose
All right.
him this time.
And I'm
To rat form.
walking
Alright.
briskly.
Roll initiative. You two.
That is a total of 20.
19. Oh wait, no, 20.
Oh, he rolled an 18 plus 2, so he rolled a 20 as well.
What a monster.
Okay, so you go through the door, and as you go through the door, you see he's holding up his hand. You guys are going to act simultaneously.
Alright.
So let me see what he's going to do. I thought so. So one of those two. Oh, okay. Can we unfurl that player's handbook for a second?
Yes.
And then decide what you're going to do.
I'm going to try and touch him.
Well, you can't, because you'd have to move.
Yeah. Can I run or can I?
No, I'm saying what he's going to do, because they tied on initiative.
Oh, I got a 20 as well.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's like a three-way thing.
Okay.
I rolled a 19 and they have a +1 to initiative.
So you're going to try to move past him then?
Yes.
Okay. You know, in indices work better when they actually. Wait, where's the book? Okay, when they actually have like stuff in the index. It's unless it's not really a spell. Yeah, it's a spell. Okay. All right. So you're gonna try to run by. What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna just try to grapple him.
So you're gonna run over and try to grab him?
Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, he is casting an ice storm.
Bastard.
So each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning and 46 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a full save.
Does that mean that we're still able to get to him though, right? So he casts a spell and we'll
Not necessarily, because it's like, oh, you're running in, all of a sudden these big chunks of ice are flying at you. So let's see, his DC spell is you have to beat a 15 on a dex save.
Got a fucking 7.
Well, I got a 12, but that still doesn't beat 15.
Okay, so you're gonna take a whole bunch of damage. All right.
Alright, well, you guys are next in the game.
Yeah, right.
I might be weeping with the other person. You might see me real soon.
Oh, you're lucky you rolled low so far. You rolled 2 2s and a 1. You guys are very lucky.
Nice.
1, 2. So you've taken 4 plus 3, 7. Another 1, 8. 8 plus 2. He rolled all 2s and 1s. He could have done a maximum of 24 plus 60. He could have done a maximum of 40 points of damage. Instead, he did 10.
Thank God, because I'm down to 8 hit points. 8.
Well, let's just confirm that.
No, it's fine. It's definitely just 10 points of damage. We're good. He's good.
So,
Good
Shai,
spelling.
you've taken 27,
Yes.
and Corey, you've taken 25. Roll a dex to see if you stay on your feet. It's going to be easier.
15.
That's good enough.
Do we get any dexterity modifier?
Yes, dex modifier.
14.
All right, so you both stay on your feet. So roll your attack to touch him.
God damn it. No, it was like a 9 again. Or plus, there's nothing. It was a 9.
Well, you get your proficiency bonus plus your strength.
Okay. That's a 14.
His AC is 12, so you hit him.
Nice.
Okay. So now this I need to look up again because I don't remember exactly how it works. With the best possible flavor text available for gaming.
So like, give us the answers. This guy sucks your soul.
Exactly. I am the bad cop.
Well, I'm an accessory because I'm going to try to hold him down while you suck his soul
So
out.
really
You
nice
don't
of
know
us.
that.
As long as it stops him from casting.
Yeah,
Means to an end.
exactly.
Grapple.
I am definitely. I'm frozen and sad, but
Yeah.
They're renew cellos.
You get mine.
very important to me that I eat people.
So dark. Okay.
All right.
Paranoid, don't like friends, kind of a vampire. Hey, if you guys cut off my finger to get rid of the ring, I can be just like my god. He only has 9 fingers.
Okay.
Well, why didn't you ask?
So
Why didn't you say so?
when you touch him, you feel life force being transferred from him to you, and you see he like almost like shrivels a bit. In fact, his whole frame, his whole build seems to get smaller, and he screams in terror. And you hear a voice in your head, good. And you're fully healed.
Oh, thank God!
Oh no! Wait, sorry.
Save the spell slot. What?
No, you're half healed.
Nice.
Half healed. And then you're gonna attack him. You said.
Yeah, I'm just trying to grapple him and
Try to
grab his
grapple him.
arms. So
All right, go
he
ahead.
can't-
I let go of the guy afterwards and be like, I don't know what happened.
That is a 20.
Oh, you definitely grabbed him. Okay.
He gets to make either acrobatics or athletics to try to.
Well, he's not very good at either of those things.
And so, do I go up to my half health, or do I get half of my points back?
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. Either way, it's better than 8.
You are only down by 13 now.
Yay.
All right. He's gonna try to avoid your grapple. He rolled an 8, so he's grappled.
I should keep him from using his hands.
And when you grapple him, you actually hear a couple of his ribs crack, which surprises you because you didn't think you were squeezing him that hard. He screams in pain.
Yeah, there's more of that.
Do you just hear someone
check
screaming in pain?
here.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go in there.
Uh-oh. Okay. Roll a d20.
I got a fucking 1.
Okay. You feel pretty strong sense of shame and remorse.
Yeah.
Well, naturally.
Well, I could have told you that.
Okay.
It is Tuesday, right?
So
Check that off the
He-
calendar.
he is subdued. You're checking the body?
Yeah.
Okay. The thing that immediately strikes you, and you maybe didn't notice this before because she was in a ghostly form, she is an elf. She is not human. She's an elf. She's a dead elf. She seems to be killed by extreme cold. Her whole body has been frozen.
I think I know who did it.
Yeah.
And he said he didn't do it.
I
All right.
don't know if I believe
What
it.
did he cast? Cold on him.
He cast an ice storm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody uses ice around here.
He's like, let me go. Let me go. Ow. Ow. God, what did you do to me, you sick necromancer? So he calls you. He goes, you evil thing.
I probably just don't respond.
Don't make me squeeze harder.
You can take all my stuff. Let me go.
What do you have?
And he, I got stuff on me.
Well,
I got the amulet. It's really cool. Take it.
I will continue holding him and try to move with him
Are you guys gonna go catch
towards the
up?
hallway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mario's
Alright.
I just want everyone to be together.
Yeah.
Can someone rifle through his pockets?
Mara will rifle through his pockets.
Okay.
Let's go.
He has. Artemis is checking out the body with you. And. Okay. Good old Artemis. What a buddy. Oh, this one. That's right. Alright. He is carrying of note. He has a ring, a wand, and an amulet that are all seem to be interesting magical items. The ring in particular is it's like a ring, and it has a big half sphere of a ruby red material, bright red. The amulet is covered in different runes and stuff, and then the wand is like a wooden wand, and at the end is like a clear crystal wrapped in gold wire.
And so, obviously, I'm not down for stealing everything a person owns, but we also can't leave him with anything that could potentially damage us for now.
Mm-hmm.
So until we figure out if the master is controlling anybody or something, I don't want to just steal all his items.
Oh, let me describe the
We're
room
not
to you.
thieves.
It is a kitchen, by the way, and there's a very narrow staircase going down, which, okay, I'm going to say more. There's a narrow staircase going down. Actually, everybody roll a perception check.
15.
Yeah, I can't see anything with this guy in my arms.
All right, it occurs to you that it's a little interesting that this staircase going down, because on the level below there was no visible room over here. So if there is a room down there, as far as you know, there was no access point from the lower level. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because these stack.
So the houses isn't equaling up.
It's a lot bigger on the inside.
Well, it could have also been inside the cliff face too, right?
Oh, okay.
Are those the jewels we need? Kind of pointing at his artifacts, like the
ring.
The necklace and the ring.
necklace,
Well, the ring is not a cut. The other gems that you've gathered so far were cut intricately.
And
This is just a big, like almost glassy round
Okay.
ring.
I'll ask him, have you seen any other gems? We have collected three?
Okay, fair question.
Who are you? We've come across, well, there's a fighter, a barbarian, a rogue.
Oh, he also has one of. He actually does have one of the a gem. It's a finely cut topaz.
We take it.
Yes, let's
Okay.
take that.
Okay.
Technically,
He
that
is.
belongs
I
to the
am.
master.
I am. He goes. My name is Churem. There is nothing but death here. You best leave. I did not kill her.
And yet you tried to kill us?
I don't know who you are.
That may be a fair statement. Unfortunately for you, we cannot allow you to attack us from behind.
Right.
It might just happen to have manacles.
All right.
Only one pair.
You've got rope too, so.
Yeah. Can use the manacles to put his arms behind him,
Okay.
and we're going to leave him in the library with the ghost woman that he did not kill.
Okay.
Yeah, he won't be guilty if he didn't kill her.
All right.
They can converse.
When you go back in the library, nothing's changed. She's still kind of in that loop.
That's fine. We'll sit him in the chair,
Okay.
and she can stand there and loop at him.
He's like, "Oh, don't leave me here. It feels horrible."
Agreed. We'll close the door.
Okay.
Oh, wait, let's put the body in there too.
Oh.
So he feels extra guilty.
Psychological damage. Slow psychic damage over time. But we'll remove all his items, so he has no wands, no rings, no amulets. We can leave those
Okay.
in the
The kitchen.
the
Fair
dining
enough.
room or something
Fair
if we.
Okay.
But
Well,
I just don't want to steal
I'll
from
say,
him until
yeah.
we figure out what's going on.
I will take them with us, not in a because they're mine, but in a I don't want someone else to find these things kind of
There
way.
are two other doorways on this level that you've not checked.
Let's try the other
Yeah.
doors.
All right. Well, I'll just tell you right off the bat.
Me?
This.
Oh yes. I heal you.
By the way,
How are you healing?
With my spell slots, which I have 4 of still, thank God. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cause or do cure wounds.
You're like
it's going
wounds?
to cost harm.
Yeah.
The other
Before you
hand.
do that, roll a d20.
You vampire.
You go to cast and you hear this voice in your head. You are no longer worthy.
Can I try and take the ring off now?
Sure.
Okay. 11.
Look, internal monologue. We have things to do.
Can I add anything to that?
Your wisdom modifier?
That my wisdom modifier is a 5, so that's a 16.
Okay, so you're actually, as you go to take it off, you hear a voice in your head. You've made the right decision, and you feel your power coming back.
Ooh, nice. And I just go. And because I was scared that the thing was talking to me. I was like, okay, I'm sick of having it talking.
Well, it was a different voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, hated it. Took that.
You have chosen well, my son.
Thanks. He probably doesn't say that. He's like, can ignore that and just.
Actually, I think it's a female voice who's talking to you. I have to check. Not sure.
Either way, he's sick of hearing voices.
Now you can do your cure.
Okay. I do.
Okay.
And let's
Is it 1d8 plus 1 or is it 2d4?
That's a great question.
Golly.
Yeah. It's 1d8.
Alright, go ahead and roll.
I swear to God. Fucking 1. It's a 7. It's 14.
14.
Very interesting playing a cleric scared of their own god.
I'm scared of everything, okay?
It's true.
14, you said?
Yes. Wait, plus my spellcasting ability modifier. That's a 2? Or is that all?
No, that's your
my-
wisdom.
Okay, nice. Okay, so that's 13 instead.
13. I thought your wisdom was plus 5.
It is, yeah. 12? 12? Is it
Yes.
12? 7 plus 5 is 12, yeah. Look, I'm afraid of everything and I don't like math, alright?
You just confused me.
I know what I'm about. I know,
What
I'm
did you
sorry.
roll?
I rolled a 7.
Plus 1 is 8, plus 5 is 13. Alright.
Yes. Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Why do you think it was his god talking to him? Well, you don't know. You never heard anything, so.
No, that was out of character.
So I heal you. I feel like I definitely have to stop y'all for a second.
What do you do with the ring?
What I'm trying to ask,
Okay.
because I am like, so we still have this ring. What do we do with it? I think he just kind of shoves it out like,
What's wrong with the ring?
it's what, this is what I touched you with.
Artem's like, goes, where'd you get that?
It was.
Don't touch it! Just put it on the ground, put it on the ground. Put it on the ground. Put it on the ground. Just put it on the ground. Put it on the ground.
I think I'm like, I was wearing it. It's fine. I touched it. I took it off.
It's not fine. It's never fine. There's always a downside.
I know.
And he opens up his bag and he takes out like some really thick gloves. And he takes out like a little vial that's got like some sort of like purple goo in it. And he kind of lifts the ring and he drops it in the vial of goo and it kind of sparks. And then he seals it up and he puts it in his bag. And he goes, I'll have to dispose of this when we get back to Barrett's car.
What was it?
It's a ring. I think probably, judging by the workmanship, maybe one of Zelaz's. Zelaz, the evil necromancer. Does your kids read?
You know, go with that.
Can I?
Necromancers.
I'm gonna roll an Arcana or
Okay.
What would it be? Would it be history or Arcana or?
Probably
roll-
history.
Okay, let's roll history. Well, I rolled an 8, so can I roll a bluff to pretend I do?
If you want.
I do. That was also an 8.
Yeah.
I badly lie, then pretend I know what
Zell
you're talking
Jones from the Joneses. We live down.
about. Of course.
Know all about them.
Yeah, totally.
Is anybody else holding a cursed item that I should know about? Honestly, worst rescue ever. He's like muttering.
Shut up. Put
Yeah,
his
take
gloves
what you
back
can
on.
get.
He doesn't really say that.
I don't believe it.
But he does say, anybody else holding a cursed item that maybe they should tell me about? Good.
Off the top of my head.
Cursed item? Cursed item? Cursed? Alright,
The
good.
only one that spoke to me, so
No?
I suggest nobody put anything on or try anything unless we check it out first.
personal shoppers. Finally, someone to judge my fashion choices.
Alright, where are you guys headed next?
I guess we'll try the next door we
Alright.
come across before
This
we go down
appears
the
to
weird
be possibly a servant's quarters. There are stairs leading up. Narrow stairs leading up. And there's a bed. And on the floor is a body lying on its back. What is that sound? What is that?
Sleeping bag.
Jellyfish.
Oh no,
The body.
dead alive.
And you've never seen. It looks like kind of a small person. Like maybe it looks like if somebody combined a human and an elf, and they're about half as tall as a human. It's got pointed ears, and it's not wearing any shoes, but yet it's got a bunch of hair on its feet. But it's dressed in a very nice, almost like a butler outfit. But in the middle of its chest, there's a dagger sticking out of its chest.
Investigate the body.
Yeah.
There's really nothing else of interest in
Does
this.
he have a gem?
He does not have a gem. How many of you have collected so far?
We have 4. I think we only have.
Just double check.
Uno mas. Wait, unless we needed 6.
Yeah, that's fine. Ruby, garnet, topaz, and sapphire.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, he doesn't have a gem.
Well,
He's of no use to us.
no.
His body is useless.
I think
Does he have
Shali
any keys or anything?
No.
says something about an ugly elf and then continues walking.
Ugly little elf.
Yeah. Small elves.
All right,
Well, they got small ones.
you're gonna head up
So should we go
these
up?
stairs or those stairs?
I think Shali's the one to go down.
You want to go down the unknown stairs?
That's Shali's vote.
Okay, let's go
But
down
he
the unknown.
also can't. He can be swayed either way. It's very weak-willed.
Well, going up.
It seems like a good because we have up where the music was
The
coming
music,
from,
yeah.
and we might as well keep everything that is below us investigated.
Yeah, check it
Okay.
out first.
Roll a perception check. You, and then you.
8.
That is a 11 or 16.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heading down the stairs. Oh, you're first always, right? 2 by 2. All right. So everybody's usual marching order that you go.
Sure.
Okay. So you head down the stairs, and it leads to what appears to be a cellar of sorts. The cellar, other than the stairs, I'll just draw it over here. The stairs come down like over here, I think. Is that right? Yes. Okay, so stairs come down like this. That would go up. And then it's 20 by 20. It's basically a food pantry type thing. So you come down. Hey, I'm Shalia.
It's me.
Hey, I'm Cord. How you doing? Hey, I'm Mara. I'm the guy you left tied up over here.
Nice.
I'm Artems, and I'm Ox. So you get down here. Everybody else roll a D perception who hasn't done so yet.
25.
Ooh,
Okay,
damn.
let's rewind a little
Why
bit.
are we in the poison den?
Exactly.
What'd you roll?
I rolled 18 plus my bonus.
Okay.
It's 20.
So you two get down the stairs and start to go into the room. And you two are about to go from the stairs into the room. You step down and you go to pull your foot away, and there's something sticky tugging at your foot. And you look down and you see webbing.
Ah, damn it.
Oh.
And that's when two giant spiders drop down from the ceiling.
Damn it, how did we not notice? They were big. We thought they were chandeliers.
They're up in the, it's dark and up in the ceiling. It's a cellar.
Damn, these
I'm
7-foot
going to give them a
spiders.
bonus on their initiative.
Monsters.
They're literally monsters.
Rude.
They still only got a. Oh wait, that's not the spider.
Monsters and jerks.
I'm hoping we get to the. Yeah, we got a half hour, so we should be good. The denouement.
Jump down, they have initiative. They go, here's a gem.
Exactly.
Oh, did any of you take the items from the wizard and put them on or
Yes.
anything?
Yeah.
I
Didn't put them
Yeah,
on.
put them on.
I think
Okay.
I put them in my bag.
Okay, just wondering.
Charlie's had it
Can I have
first.
the wand though?
Yes.
I'm carrying the
If
wand
it
now.
turns out he's
Okay.
a bad guy, we can keep him.
Ooh,
Exactly.
so 8 plus 4. They got 15. So roll your initiative.
15.
19 total.
All right, so whoever got highest goes first.
Oh, damn.
Well, then I will pull out my sword and
Go
strike
for
first I
it. Go
can,
on.
Okay, which sword?
Out of fear. My longsword.
Okay, just a regular one, the usual one?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Your AC is 14.
Natural 20.
That's a critical.
Damn.
So
They scared me. I hate spiders.
So roll your damage, double, and then add your strength modifier.
16, 21.
All right, so
Don't like
you're like, spider! And you cut it right in the abdomen, and it's looking really, really in bad shape. Gore.
Juice the spider.
It's natural fear. Just automatic.
Anybody else get a 15 or above?
I got 15.
All right, your turn.
Hey, can I shoot it with my bow, the one that's
Sure.
in me? Okay. I got an 8.
That's a miss.
Miss.
Okay. Who else? Anybody else next?
I got 10.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm last.
So actions. Does it say if it does one or the other, or okay, I assume it can only do one action. 'Cause it was. All right. It tries to shoot a web at you. You hit it so badly.
Oh, damn it. It's rude.
And the web comes out of all the holes in its abdomen.
15, it misses because you have an 18. And then the other one goes to bite Shalia. It definitely hits. 1d8 plus 3 piercing damage from its little teeth. Ooh, 8 plus 3, 11. 11 points to Shalia. Got no necromantic ring to save you this time.
That's right. He's like penance.
So you're down 24.
It's fine.
And
Turned a man's bones to dust.
let's make a. You must beat a 11 Constitution saving throw. From
Now?
the poison. Yeah.
Damn it, it's a 9.
You are poisoned.
Shite.
You take 2d8 poison damage.
Now?
Yeah.
Damn.
3 plus 6, 9 more points of damage.
Ooh. 9 more points of damage from then after the bite.
From the bite. Are you conscious?
Wait, how much
You've taken 33 points of damage total.
right now?
Yeah.
Okay, then yes, I am still conscious. I have
Okay.
6 points of damage.
Okay.
I have 6 points left.
But
Right?
You are the medic. This is a problem.
Right?
okay, yeah, you're poisoned. And okay, got it. I'm trying to understand the language. All right. So who's next?
Me.
Okay.
I will use, as a bonus action, I'll use Hexblade's Curse on the weakened
Okay.
spider.
It's a
And-
spell attack or
No,
so
it's
we're
just,
eating-
it's just an ability.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what does it do?
Basically, I can crit on 19s.
Oh, okay.
In addition to 20s, any damage I do, I add my proficiency, and if it dies, I regain hit points equal to my level and my charisma.
Okay, so it basically affects any attack that you do right now.
Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna attack it.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll. All right.
It's Eldritch Blast.
Sure.
Okay, 18.
That's a hit. So then, do whatever you need to do. It's gonna be dead, and then you can do your regained hit points.
Okay, yeah. So
How many hit points do you get back?
just 9.
9. Okay.
Nice.
Just 9. That's pretty good. So you're only at -6 right now, and one's dead, reduced to a gooey mass of cindering, sparkling goo.
I heal myself.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
That's 6 points of
Healing.
healing. Yeah.
Okay. Who hasn't gone yet?
Fine.
Everybody gone?
6. Do I have to roll a spell saving throw for?
Not for yourself.
For the poison?
Oh no, you did the poison saving throw. It's against Constitution.
Do I keep being poisoned, or was it just like the
No,
one?
it's just the one
Oh,
time.
nice.
So
So
it doesn't
it's
affect you every round according to this.
great.
Unless it bites you again and injects more poison.
Oh, so can I also? No, that's my action. JK.
Okay, so that's everybody. It's not really anything Arkhams can do. All right, so who's top? You're top, the critical guy.
Which one is dead?
The one that was right there is dead.
Okay. I will strike the one that is still
Okay, undamaged.
21.
That's a hit. It's only 14 AC.
6 points.
All right. Who's next?
Me.
Okay, me, Mario.
Me.
Maro.
And then come down, the hits aren't strong.
Let's see. Oh, 26.
That's it. Did you roll a natural 20?
Yeah.
That's a crit.
Oh,
So
sorry.
roll your
Crit.
damage, and without your dex modifiers.
Okay, so 5.
+1 for the magic bow, or the bow. So that's 6. Double it is 12. And then what's your dex modifier?
3.
3. So that's 15. 15 points damage.
Damn.
It's pretty messed up. You put the arrow like right through its like eyes, arrow with its like 6 eyes or 8 eyes or whatever it has. It's like flailing around. All right. Does anybody else go before it?
No.
All right. It tries to. It can't reach Mara, so it's gonna try to bite one of you two. It's gonna try to bite you, Cor, and it missed. And
Bad eye. Can't judge distance anymore.
it's your turn.
Alright. Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
18.
It's gone.
So, alright.
Okay. He's gone.
Do you
Dead
heal yourself
spider.
again?
Oh, no.
Just one round.
You
Just one.
do find amidst the webbing.
Little spider.
No, there's just the two. They're new.
man.
They're actually new additions to the neighborhood.
Alright.
But they're adorable, so you can keep them as a pet.
I'll
Until it grows up to.
Giant spiders. Actually, there's not really anything. No.
God,
We came down here for the poison.
That's it.
Alright.
Come
I
for,
came down here for the poison.
Come
You
for-
guys.
come for the poison. Save
We're
for
trying to
that.
inoculate you. As a cleric, you'll be safe.
Yeah, sorry.
Finally.
Nothing really.
Alright.
Alright, I assume you head back up.
Got a little bit of acid in his
All right.
blood.
Do we want to use the main staircase to go upstairs, or use that back staircase to go upstairs?
Ooh, servants' quarters, yes.
Servants
We'll use the back stairwell.
Okay.
and then let's sneak away.
Yes, those sneaky servants. Alright, so there we go.
Can I'm gonna heal myself one more time, cause.
Go for it. Physician,
Yeah.
heal yourself. Heal thyself.
I have.
Running out of map. Okay, so you come up and these are the stairs that you came up.
And I regained 9 hit points.
Okay.
No, I regained 11. I'm bad
Okay.
at math. Yeah, 11.
This actually goes further, but I'm running out of map, so I'm just gonna abbreviate it. Wait, I don't understand what I'm looking at. Hold on a second, I can check something on the main, the original. This looks weird. Looks wonky. Looks wonky. I don't like what I'm looking at. I don't like it. Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. Why would you do that? Alright, fair enough. Alright. So there is a doorway here, which would be the outside of the, from just the building would be the outside of the building. There's another doorway here. There's one here, and then there's a hallway that you probably think goes down to the main stairs, if you were to guess, just based on how the building. And the music is much louder now, the violin, and it's definitely coming from behind this door.
Okay. So I guess we will open the first door.
This
we
door?
come across.
Okay. This door there's a narrow, winding tunnel that you presume goes up to that tower. Remember in the original drawing?
Mm-hmm.
You presume goes up towards that tower.
Do you
Should
want
we
to check
go?
the rooms on this one, or do you want to go up to the tower?
Did
Yes.
we?
Or if we stick with our original plan of leaving nothing on the floor or unchecked.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
it's worked for us so far.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go up to the tower?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to go to the tower?
It's
I mean, it's just a tower. It's a small
It's-
thing, right?
snakes up to the tower, which is a little bit higher, and it basically is like a storeroom. There's some wood. There's a bunch of ropes, spikes, pickaxe, like climbing equipment.
Nothing. Can I roll a perception check to see if there's anything?
That would be investigation, but there's not. It's
Nice.
just a storage shed. There's, as I said, hardware, rope, climbing equipment.
All right.
There you go.
Yes, if we want to go visit the Griffin, we can come back.
No.
And
I think
Thank
not.
you.
No.
I'll stash away the climbing equipment.
Okay.
I'll grab it.
I guess we'll go back down and
Back to the stairs.
back to the hallway.
All right. Gonna try this one.
Yes.
Okay. 20 by 20 room, I think. Yeah. Number 9. It just appears to be an empty bedroom. It doesn't even look like anybody was staying here. Everything's tidy. You find 3 silver pieces in the ashes of the fireplace, but otherwise nothing of note.
Someone try to throw it away and keep it.
Yep.
All right, and the music's getting louder as you get closer.
Can we tell if it's from the left or the right?
No, it's definitely from here.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll open the non-music room.
Yeah.
All right.
think
This is another guest room. It looks like somebody was staying here recently because it looks like the bed has been slept in. There's possessions, but nothing of value. Like it was clearly a male was staying here. There's like a comb and there's some male clothing. You would guess based on its size, it was probably this clothing worn by the were-rat.
Don't have to worry about him anymore, guys.
No.
You're solid.
Okay, that leaves music room.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
But we're one gen short.
We have 4 of them. He can't be mad at us.
But maybe he already has the 5th.
Oh,
So he needs the other 4.
Well, that's assuming that music room is the guy.
Yes, that's true.
Is there any way to protect ourselves before we open the door? Like, can I put my shield up and ready for myself
That's
for an attack?
considered part of your AC. Yeah, you can, if you take an action to defend, but that would be your action, which means you couldn't attack that round.
That'd be okay. Just to open the door and then just defend.
Haha.
All right, are you gonna open this door?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shelly has up in front.
I have my tiny shield up.
Tiny shield. Tiny Rick.
Where's to come in?
All right. It's 12, right? Okay. So this is a big room. It's 20 by 40. Remember this, I had to abbreviate the map. It's a super lavish bedroom. There's tapestries, the bed's covered in beautiful linens. There's a writing desk. There's a study off to the side. There's like an archway that opens to a study over here. And you open the door, you see a very Northern State, a very attractive man in a very regal-looking outfit, holding a violin, playing this haunting melody, and he's got he's got dark hair, slicked back. He's got like a widow's peak. He's got a very he's got like a goatee. It's very neatly trimmed. And he like he goes like this. He goes. He puts the violin down. And he goes. So I did not know there were guests.
Yeah, we ring the bell. No answer.
I see. My butler is not doing his job then.
Yeah, he's fallen ill.
Tell me, do you have all 5 gemstones?
We're only missing one.
He's gonna be very angry.
Why are you wasting my time? Go and get all the gemstones, and do not come back until you have all 5.
Yes.
Okay.
And then Jolly leaves.
Slowly close the door.
Enjoy
Alright.
it.
Yep.
Okay.
You're like,
Back out slowly.
well, he didn't kill us, so
Okay,
we are.
that's a start.
Time to
Missed
go.
something somewhere.
Down the
Very
hallway, can we go? Is there anywhere more to explore?
This does go back down to the main steps. So you have been everywhere in the house except in his bedroom and study.
So,
Do we have to back in?
Yeah. How long if we just like all just do like a sweep of the house? How could the fucking hippogriff have it?
I'm pretty sure
Griffin.
it's worth a try.
Let's sweep the house.
All right. Sweep the house. You find nothing new.
There's the fucking bird.
how do we get up to the bird? Did they climb to the bird? Did the bird come to us, maybe?
Shit.
Uh,
Are the trolls?
Okay. How about let's set up a trap. There's that little body still with the dagger inside of it. How fresh is it?
It's, I don't know, maybe it's been dead like an hour or 2.
Okay. So I'm thinking we go fish for a giant bird.
All right.
Okay, what's
Bird
the plan
fishing.
here?
All right. So
We just dangle the body out a window and a bird grabs it?
yeah.
And then
We did.
punch the bird.
Okay. Well, I got the rope from the storage room.
You got the climbing gear.
climbing gear, yeah. And so I was thinking maybe we dangle the body, we wait for the bird to come out, and then someone either distracts it, attacks it, or jumps on it.
I say we kill it.
Artem says, I might just be a thinker here, but could anybody climb up and search the nest?
Not when there's a bird trying to eat us.
Well, we could wait till they leave, or take his idea, throw the body really far away so they go to the body, and then have somebody standing by just under the nest to go in and check.
I like that idea too.
Could you? Is there a way to put the bird to sleep, or
Yeah.
Anything?
I don't.
I do.
Yeah.
But it may not work and just piss off
Is
a
anybody a
bird.
good climber?
What do you need to climb?
Yeah, what is climbing?
'Cause I
Climbing is athletics, I think? Yeah.
Oh.
have a 3.
Oh,
I'm
one.
decent. I'm pretty good. It's one of the only things I'm good
You
at.
also have the climbing gear.
We
Yeah.
have climbing gear.
How much
so-
does the climbing gear give us?
It'll
it just
give
give us-
you a +2.
So, Okay.
Okay.
That would
It's
give me
not.
5.
It's a pretty rough cliff, so it's not like, especially if you take your time, it's not a high DC.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm willing to try.
So where should we put the body?
All right. You can try. That's a good question.
On the other side, like, can we put it over here?
Is it a beachfront?
Yeah, so like put it over here
Okay.
to give us lots of room to watch the bird
Okay.
and climb. And do you want to start the climb from here?
Yeah, I think
Okay.
probably going from the tower up
Okay.
will help.
All right. Who's doing the climbing?
I'll do the
All right.
climbing.
Go ahead and roll a d20. We're gonna fast forward this a bit.
Nice.
Don't fail. Okay, so if I'm using the climbing gear with that, that's 22.
Okay. So your plan. I'm just gonna fast forward a little bit because we're running out of time. Your plan works,
Nice.
and you climb up to the nest. There's actually 2 hippogriffs, and they both come down to investigate the body. And in the nest, you find 157 gold pieces and a diamond, a cut diamond, the body of a rat. Actually, he's transformed back into his humanoid.
Oh, gross.
And it's like when Dwight on The Office says, I've never had any experience with vampires, but I've had experience with werewolves. I once shot one on my property, but by the time I got there, it transformed back into the neighbor's dog.
Oh.
All right. Yeah, horrible, right? I think I changed the treasure to be something a little bit better. There's also a large toad named Frankie. No.
Aw.
And,
Come on, animal companion.
oh, there's an interesting flask with runes carved on it that's clearly magical.
Yeah, that'll go in the pocket.
All right. But you do have the last, the 5th gem.
And then I will climb back down.
Okay.
So you take all the gems to the
Yes.
master.
Okay.
If he snaps,
Who is
I'll
it?
die.
We have your gems.
Oh, excellent. Come in, please.
Kick down the door.
He goes, let me see.
Give him the gems.
Very good. Let us go downstairs and start.
Stars.
Please, after you.
What are we doing?
Okay. Well,
Artem, what, the game. What does he say about the game, Artem?
I don't know.
well, it's time to play the game.
Wait, is that what we've been doing?
Alright.
Why do you want us to go downstairs?
So we can start the game.
We-
You seem like
Can
you'll
you-
be excellent players.
What is the game?
You'll find out. You'll have a good time.
We've seen.
See, I'm really against a good
I don't
time.
Yes.
like this.
I don't like friends, so.
You do not wish to play? I thought you were my guest. I thought you came to play the game. He's very charming.
Of course we'll play. I mean, what else are we here for?
To find a way out.
I assume that is why you brought the dice. And you notice now that he's holding them, they are now showing runes on them that correspond to numbers. And there's one that's 4-sided, there's one that's 6-sided, there's one that's 8-sided, 10-sided, 20-sided.
No. Shalia says no.
Well,
Please.
How do we get to the top of the cliff to leave?
Oh, once we play the game, then you possibly can leave. If
Well-
you play the game well, of course.
Do you say possibly? We
You
like
have to win
go
the
home.
game, of course.
We
You
like
win
to
the
go
game, you
home.
get to do whatever you want. And plus, I will give you great rewards if you win them in the game.
sounds very straightforward, you know?
So let's play the
Doesn't seem
game.
like we have another option.
Oh,
unless
okay,
you all want to
good.
attack.
Good, let us go. He puts his violin on a little stand. Please, after you.
Of course.
Okay.
Alright.
And we
Okay, so
walk
we go down.
through the blood-stained hallways.
Alright. So he goes, please, have a seat. Oh, what has happened here? This is a mess. Hey, it's so hard to go hire good help. So do you upright the chairs?
Sure.
Yes, and
Yeah.
sit.
You had elves here earlier.
He goes, good. Oh, great. We will start by creating your persona. And he goes, let the game begin. And he throws out the dice, and it hits the table, and everything goes fuzzy for a second. And you pass out, you wake up, and you feel damp sand beneath you. And you look up, and you're in that cave that you started in. and you hear the scuttling of something coming out from the side tunnel. And you see 2 large crabs coming out.
All right.
And you're completely healed, and all your spell slots are back.
Thank God.
Okay.
So,
And you heal, but you hear you see the same 2 crabs come out.
can we? Yeah. Shalia checks to see if the door is back then as well.
It is not.
If the crabs haven't seen us, let's go.
I'll run out of the cave.
Okay. You're gonna try to run out before they get out?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you run out to the beach, you see the body right where it was, the nest, everything looks exactly the same, and you see 2 crabs following you out of the tunnel.
Bastards. Okay. All right. Can we kill the crabs?
If you want.
Yeah. Can't talk to them. Do we see the guy?
Yeah, the body's still there. Everything looks exactly...
No. I do the guy who started the game.
Oh, no, he's not around.
Well then.
We're right back where we started from.
Yeah, we are. Okay. Yeah. I guess we're punching a bunch of crabs. So, can we get attacks with advantage? Since we know how to kill them.
Yeah, actually, we'll give you advantage on fighting these crabs since you fought them once before.
Nice.
Alright, I'm going to give you initiative, too.
Nice.
But we're probably going to have to end there because it's 9:30, so we'll give you some time to think about how you're going to handle this
Punch it.
situation.
Definitely gonna come back and punch
But
it.
everything looks exactly like it was when you first started. Like, they're not different crabs. They're the same exact crabs. The body is right where it was.
I wonder
Everything's
if
the
the guys
same.
are gonna be.
We don't really have a quest at this
So,
I guess we gotta figure out what the game is then. I mean, you've been here before.
No, yeah.
Oh, no?
No, he was trapped. He was trapped in the doorway.
I was stuck in the door.
Oh, you're stuck in the door. I thought you were, like, just stuck in there.
Artemis has concluded that the person who built the guy who wants you to play the game might be a legendary, powerful builder from thousands and thousands of years ago, and that the portal was built so only people with builder blood could go through it. That's why you were able to go through, and he and Core weren't. That's why they got stuck. But it disturbs him because that means you were just talking to somebody who supposedly lived like 3,000 to 5,000 years ago, which is disturbing.
Well, I say next time we go to the crab cave. It's the perfect time to go explore where those crabs came from, guys.
All right.
Try something new.
Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for playing. Thanks for stopping in and watching. I know some people hopped in there and said hi, and some old friends and some stuff in there. So keep rolling them in. I really enjoyed some of the references tonight. If they were, I don't know how well versed a lot of people are, but there was some homage to some things going on tonight.
Yes.
what?
If you've missed some of it, catch up on your Warehouse 13. Very much so. And you will get some of it. Because I'm a big fan. So I was actually like, oh my god, I know what's happening. This is so cool. Because that's seriously what sci-fi, I get a lot of inspiration from a lot of the sci-fi shows on my games that I run.
Yeah.
So when I see somebody else doing it, I was like, yes, because I love those shows. I really do. So thanks for that, Chris. That actually was really cool. I will show you my Farnsworth text tone from my wife. I'm not even joking. It's Farnsworth on my phone. So thanks for joining. We will be back 2 weeks from now.
Yes.
We are on chapter 2. We're going to rock this thing out because, I'm kind of excited to see what kind of this Groundhog Day Master Builder Warehouse 13 thing is. What's happening here? So, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure, come back in 2 weeks. Check us out. And always pull up a chair and make time to tabletop, people.
You grab another one of these.
We will talk to you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.